Okay, and greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die Presents Curse of Strahd. I am Dan Latham, also known as Shadow Dagar, and I will be playing Wraith in tonight's game. Before we get started giving introductions for everyone else, I would like to give a gentle reminder that tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock starts the GUI Cube Kickstarter. So if you are one of those that likes to check out Kickstarters, this one's a good one to check out. And if you haven't had a chance to try any of the product that GUI Cube releases, tomorrow morning will be a good time to see what you can get and give it a good look. See, at least look it over. You won't be disappointed. I'd also like to thank everybody who showed up to assist us over the weekend for our extra life fundraiser day on Saturday. And let's see. Before we go any further, I'd like to say all the maps we see on the screen here are edited by our DM, Rod, but they are brought to you so you can see them by Roll20, as well as most of the minis. So, introducing our illustrious DM, and I'm going to keep using those words because if I keep him, happy, maybe we live a little longer.
What? What? Why do you think you would live a little longer? I'm sorry. I missed something there in terms of logic. Help me understand.
Well, if you keep the DM happy, sometimes, he, can be nice.
I don't
Now
know.
I'll
He
let the dice
kills you
roll in.
less. No, I don't
Looks
think
like
the DM works that way.
looks like somebody who's with us right now has decided to give you inspiration right off the bat there, DM.
Oh well, look at that. That's someone who's great. That person is welcome here.
Yeah, that person never needs to come to DragonCon. I can tell you that much.
They never need to what?
Never need to come to DragonCon.
They might someday.
Right.
We'll be happy to play a game with them at Dragon Con.
I've just warned them. They probably shouldn't come.
You know that's Justin, right?
Yes, we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna be standing by like one of the hotels. You could be like,
See,
I told you not to come.
And it's it's proof for why I say that players like their characters to get abused.
Right. Some of us are not masochists.
Justin totally is though.
Well, it may also be. I believe you're currently running your own home game right now, Justin.
He looks to be AFK.
He is not. He's currently in my gaming group on every other Saturday, and we just made characters for a werewolf game.
Okay.
I was also apparently muted when during all of that, but yes, no, my game has wrapped up.
Oh, so you're gonna do some werewolf?
I think. Have we talked about on your stream before, Dan? I know we've talked about it with all of us. I don't know if we ever talked about that. Every single person who's playing is actually a DM here.
It's probably been, I believe it's been mentioned at least like towards the beginning of the game. Oh, what happened? Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
it's true. With Michael John running his little game, he's also a DM.
Yep.
And I'm a quasi
He's
DM.
currently running Curse of Strahd on Saturdays. Not Curse of Strahd.
maybe Curse of Strahd.
You're thinking about it
afterwards.
next. No,
But-
you're running Storm King's Thunder on Roll20. And you said you thought about running other things next.
That's true.
You thought about
Have fun killing your party.
he's thought about running Descent into Avernus.
Oh, I almost did. I've killed 2 characters so far running
you
Storm
just
King's
killed one of
Thunder.
them.
No, I killed the Necromancer really early on with the Frost Giant.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's one.
And
that
then
seems
I killed
good.
Gavin's character.
Oh,
last
that's
week.
right, he did.
Should totally be killing
barbarian.
necromancers. Necromancers deserve to die.
But that was who was it that did that? It was
The
a
Fire Giant.
A fire giant.
Yeah, I
A
gave
smart
them
fire
3
giant.
Fire Giants. They made it though.
We did, but
Not by a lot, but
the barbarian kept getting up. So finally, when he goes down, the fire giant's like, you know what? I am tired of them standing you up. Here's a stab for 2 strikes, and here's another stab for 2 strikes.
and everyone was like, "What did he do?"
And as soon as you explained your logic, we're all like,
You know,
yeah, that was a sound decision. This guy is about to go to the grave, and he wants somebody to walk in front of him in Valhalla.
right. And then the
It's
other
like-
Fire Giant tried to do the same to the Paladin, but
Didn't work.
didn't work.
So,
Very unfortunate.
as we were
Anyway,
trying to say, our DM is Rod, who you probably recognize voice-wise, since we don't use video on here, as Sayer on our Friday night games for the Red Star Rising campaign. And then I believe we'll jump into a little bit of character and player introductions, starting with a goblin named Klex.
Yep. I'm Ty, and I am running a goblin druid, Klex, who has been cursed, unfortunately, to travel the lands of Barovia with his cousin and his not so appreciative party mates.
And
The
But-
curse
Yeah.
of traveling.
But we've
Man,
met
what
some
a curse.
like patchwork people, which seem to be really cool and nice. And about to talk to, I think, like a what might be a nice or evil cleric, because everything in Barovia sucks. So probably an evil cleric.
There's a
Yeah, it could be an evil
possibility.
cleric. But more importantly, these people are cool. You know, like everybody else in Barovia sucks, but I totally get along with these people.
And
Speaking of which,
that would
you like to
be-
introduce yourself?
I do. I am Oz. I am the Klex's cousin here, the Goblin Barbarian, who is, well, I'm enjoying saving people and doing good deeds.
He's very weird.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but you know,
It's not wrong. You are kind of a nutter.
why does everybody in our party hate us, Klex?
Well, your cousin's also a nutter.
Well, I'm just saying that you're weird, but I don't think they hate us. They just don't like us, which I guess.
I mean, let's be fair. After centuries of having a bad stereotype, it's going to take a wee bit more than just you two saying you're not bloody thirsty eating of people kind of goblins. For
especially,
everyone to be like, okay, goblins are okay again.
I mean, especially after the fact you've eaten children pies and you're very family
Again, with
orient.
the pies, you keep bringing that up. We didn't
They
know there
look
were
like
children in them.
delicious, like meat pies.
Well, that's only
How
been a
was
few
we
days
supposed to know
ago.
that the main ingredient was children?
Okay,
Yeah.
They had
and
a very.
I will
they
take
had like
that.
a savory sauce on them too. It was
Yes.
Very good.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will take that. You didn't.
Right,
You
it
didn't
was
realize
probably
it.
a gravy made from their bone marrow.
Yeah, it was on you.
Yeah.
Great.
So
It
I mean,
was.
I'll take that. You didn't realize that there was babies in the pies, but there was the family pet
And
that.
Yeah.
Zatsuta joined in because like it was an honored pet.
We didn't say he
mean,
was
If
okay
you
because
raise
he did it.
chickens on a farm and you name one, do you not like eat it when it
No,
dies?
No, we
we
don't.
tell
We don't
the
name
kids
it.
not to name them because we're going to kill them.
But how are you supposed to honor their memories, if you
I'm
don't
not hearing
like
anything.
eat them?
No, we don't honor their
Chickens have a lot
memories.
of
They're
honorable memories.
their food.
But
Now the very adamant dwarf that you're hearing speaking is.
I think I might have lost connection. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm,
you're still here, Ty.
I'm a dwarf. I do things.
Your name and player.
Oh, I'm me and me.
So we know Adam is portraying Duthane.
And
Oh, yeah,
Adam,
I'll
And
do
once he
thing,
gets
yeah.
the character,
Who am I
determined
being
to stay
introduced
there.
to? Is there some like group of people that are not here?
I
Right.
mean, everybody's in chat. We currently have
Right, we have-
1,
we have
2,
us
3, 4,
and
5, 6,
the,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people in chat. I
The
think.
freakish dog boy, and then there's this dude who may be some sort of angel or devil. I'm not quite sure yet.
And of course, I am playing Wraith, who is a Kenku monk who just picked up cleric. And his only way of communication is what other people have said.
Which
Uh,
makes
think
for
that
very
just leaves
entertaining.
your Yuan T.
And that would be our
Oh,
last player.
Zatzosa!
yes, Zots is the paladin warlock, and see, he tries to keep everyone
Currently
a-
the hero
but
of our
he's
party,
also
as
doing
you
a very
sundered
bad
that
job.
weapon. Currently the hero.
That is true. I am pretty heroic.
Just pointing
Hey,
out, you're
Don't
pretty
give me
heroic.
that look. You didn't stand up to Strahd, alright? I don't want to hear it.
I don't need to stand up. Why would I stand up to myself?
Right. That's redundant. That doesn't matter.
Also, Strahd wants his armor back.
That's true, but
He does.
we'll give it to him. I think we have 3 days left to go give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how about that. How many more days do we have left, Rod?
About 3.
So I think we said that you are expected back on night 7. Currently, we would say it's late on day 4 as you're at the Abbey. So you have a few more nights.
Okay. So we need to get the thing. If something is here, it might not be here, and if not, then ooh. And then there's the other Taroka reading of Deep in the Mountains, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, after we get those things, then we go and say, hey, yeah, no, here's your armor, and die.
I just sent everyone the Taroka reading. I don't know if it's popping up or not on screens.
Oh, it did.
Oh.
I see a very ugly-looking person.
Yeah, I just clicked it myself, so I guess.
Well, Adam, maybe if you turned on the screen.
No, I see a very ugly person.
I think he's saying that
move your
you're seeing
camera.
your reflection.
I don't ever turn my camera on, so it's not a very good joke.
Well, I thought it was funny. No, it's just.
I was amused. I got what you were saying,
Right, and you have to
He-
explain a
he-
joke. It might not be so good.
but I was still amused.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
It was very dad
When-
joke-like. Of course, you would be thinking it's amusing.
when we had finished up last week, you guys had come to Kresik, and you are currently at the Abbey. And I believe the nice Bellevue, some of the nice Bellevues had shown you in.
All right. I love the name Bellevue, by the way.
What's that?
He
I
loves the
love the
name Bellevue.
Bellevue.
Well, that's their name. And they had introduced you to the abbot. And I believe that was where we paused, right?
Yes, I believe that's where we left off.
And it looks like both, Wraith and Zatzosa had both checked to see if they were what they were. I think Wraith did not detect any undead, and Zatzosa did not detect any celestial fiends or undead from where he was. So that's where we were.
I remember asking something, and then you were going to reply back, and you said, but we'll do that next time, and I can't remember what I asked.
Oh, that's good, because I can't remember the answer.
Oh, then it's status quo.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think we've always known that I have a terrible, terrible memory. And I didn't
I
write it down.
believe you asked, how the Bellevues all got here, or something along those lines, or if the people outside were okay.
Might have been something about the people outside screaming.
Well, we talked about that for a wee bit, and the people outside are just fine, he said.
Did he?
You can't have them running around and killing people.
I think I remember now. I think it had something to do with, like, how did these people end up the way they are? Because it seems highly unusual for them to have different animal parts the way they do. If I remember correctly, it's something along those lines. It'd be one thing if, like, for example, is it Otto Bellevue or something?
Yep, that's Otto.
If Otto was just like a dog, but he's not. He's a dog slash donkey slash something else, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he's got a lot of things going on.
Some sort of chimera.
Yeah.
So, what did we're here at this dining hall, if I'm not mistaken,
You are.
and we were talking with a gentleman who appeared quite pretty, if I recall.
I mean, I talk to you guys all the time.
This dude's more pretty than you, even, Zatuza.
I don't know.
Yeah, he probably is.
That doesn't seem right.
He's I think I described him. Didn't I describe him as what, a young-looking man, kind of
Right, and we know that
Sure.
from the town, the
handsome
village,
young man?
he's been here for over 100 years, as far as they can tell.
That is correct.
I mean, could
Yeah,
be
so
an
he just
elf.
had a really good skincare routine.
Right, he's not got
Okay.
pointy ears. You can tell an elf by his pointy ears.
And their pointy nose, because it's always up.
We've actually only
Well,
seen a single elf here in the entire country.
Right, and we
killed
killed him.
Just put that out there.
Did we
So,
kill the
Ty,
only elf?
would you like to repeat your question to the abbot then?
I think he's muted again. This is getting very complicated.
Yeah, I was like, how did these people? How did they end up being the way they are? Were they like, or were they born like this, or were they made like this? Because that seems highly unusual.
Oh, all of the ones who are here, yes, they were born this way. Not all of their ancestors were, but the Belleviews who are here in my care were.
How come the town folks don't know of them?
The Unfortunately, the Belleviews, many of them are, their desires are not completely sane. And so I find it's best to keep them away from the folks in the town. After all, there's no reason to cause strife between the Belleviews and the people of Creswick.
That makes sense.
Yes, I thought so.
You just wouldn't want to have everybody all worried all the time, fearing for their life because there's monsters living in town.
Well, I think monsters is a little bit of a strong word. I'm sure they could get up to some degree of mischief and, well, for lack of a better word, shenanigans. But I don't know that they are. I don't think they would qualify as monsters.
Are the people outside okay? They seem, well, they don't seem to like being chained up. I mean, I wouldn't like being chained up, so I can't really blame them. But like, uh, it seems cruel.
Yes, but sometimes you have to do what is for the good of them as well as the good of everyone else. They are, in some cases, they're chained up or locked up because they're a danger to themselves or to others around them. If you are worried that I would chain you up, please do not be concerned.
Well, that's good.
Well, I am good.
That's good. So
So
you
what
still
brings
haven't
you here
explained
to the abbot?
exactly how they got that way. Is this like some sort
Okay.
of like disease or curse?
So, Klex, the question you asked last week at the very end was, how are they all in the like they are, part animal and such? I was checking
Yeah.
on it, so that's why I didn't hear if you guys had actually got to it. Also, Rod, everyone has inspiration.
I saw that.
Oh, it wasn't even me this time.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Yes.
And I will say nothing because if I complain, I won't get anyone she watches another time.
Well, you got one. You have inspiration. And when you get
I
all
have
that,
one left over from the week before too.
What?
What?
Thank you for the inspiration.
Aye.
Do dark powers ever go away?
Well, not for the DM. That would be ridiculous.
The ones that I've given you guys, I think when you use them, they do. But the inspiration you guys are giving yourselves, I've always said, hey, you have to use that by the end of the session, or that someone else gives you is used by the end of the session.
I thought it was the other way around.
I don't know. Either way.
I mean, you guys always end up using it anyway, right?
For the moment.
Of course.
I mean, generally we get in situations where if we don't use it, we're dead.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets used quite often.
Welcome to Barovia.
All
what-
will be shitty.
So what
Exactly.
what brings you to my abbey this afternoon?
Oh, we're in the process of trying to counteract Strahd in his realm.
Huh.
Crazy,
I know,
Well,
right? It's kind of funny.
crazy pitch.
I wouldn't say funny. It's just
Oh, you
you
snickered a
do
bit.
understand that Strahd von Zarovich is cursed. There's no way to permanently kill him.
Cursed.
Aye, aye, but the Taroko reading we have says we have to defeat him in order to escape. If he's still, cursed after we defeat him, that's fine.
See,
All right, let me see
well,
if I can find the phrase in here that says, "Bitch, you talk too much." Nope, nope, I don't have that one yet.
Right, so we have this thing where it says we have to find some things. We had like a Taroko card reading. My friend here can repeat it verbatim in a spooky voice if you like.
You're in an awfully sharing mood today.
because he
I,
found.
I love to, but I can't bring it up right now. Apparently, it's only let me bring it up one time.
What do you mean sherry mood? I mean, like, this guy seems to be a bit
That's
nice.
Oz.
I should say I do appreciate your trust. Um, so I suspect then that you've come here for my assistance, but alas, I don't know that I will be able to help you against the count.
Well, yes and no. Are we're actually looking for something that may or may not be here.
Correct. I'm trying to remember what exactly it said.
I'm working on it.
It's the first. Is it the first one or is it the third one?
Um,
Yes, this card is the power of strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight.
Okay, yeah.
You have drawn the one of glyphs. In this configuration, this is the monk. This card represents serenity, inner peace, or inner strength, and self-reliance, or supreme confidence bereft of arrogance. The treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint. And I point above the fireplace. Would like to
He
start
goes,
there.
unfortunately, I must tell you that that will not be possible today. You see,
What do you mean?
I understand what you're trying to do, but ultimately, knowing what I know about Strahd and his curse, I don't know that I can just allow you to loot the abbey to help defeat him. And of course, being a goodly creature like yourselves, have no wish to fight with you. But I must decline your request, unless of course, well, there is something you can do to help combat Strahd if you're willing.
I mean, if
Something which would permanently break the curse.
Mm,
I mean, we can help with that, but as long as we get the thing we need for our Taroko reading, I don't see what the problem is.
Well, we may be able to come to some sort of accord then.
you're shifting.
And
I don't
at this
trust you.
point, he gestures to the woman that's sitting in the back. Goes, this is Vasilka. Um, as you can see, she is quite the beauty, and I have come to the conclusion that Strahd needs to be reunited. Well, reunited is probably not the right word. He needs to have a wife. He needs to love a wife and to have her love him. And Vasilka is going to be his wife. I've been teaching her etiquette, ladylike conduct, etc., so that she can be formally presented to Strahd and win his love. There's only really one thing that we're lacking, and if it was something that you were able to assist me with, I suppose I would be able to turn over that which you seek.
So I look around our party and go and look back at this guy and say, what makes you think anyone here has anything to do with eloquence or elocution?
Oh no, I don't need you to train her. Good lord, no. No offense, but you're correct. No, none of you would be suitable for that whatsoever.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I'm looking. I mean, I think I'm the closest, but you don't want to know what I think.
Also, Oz has just been kind of wandering around, poking things and like looking out windows this whole time that he's been talking. I don't
Okay.
know if you've noticed.
So Wraith will come up.
Because I have like a whole bunch of windows open in my roll 20.
Wraith will
Okay.
come up, lean forward into Duthane's ear and whisper, "You're shifty, and I don't trust you." And
I know it's a bit weird.
he's pointing at the abbot.
Sure. I mean, let's hear him out. I mean, what? How bad could it be?
Load on.
Oh, so Zatzosa, yes, you actually do detect from him. You would guess that the abbot is a celestial.
That's good.
Well, I think only Zatzosa knows this at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're going to say something and share that.
No, I don't think I will.
You'll, not in front of everybody?
Mm-mm. Actually, yeah. How does a celestial find, its home here?
Well, unfortunately, this demi-plane is similarly to Strahd. I am unable to leave here. I came a few hundred years ago to honor the legacy of Saint Markovia.
Oh, who's Saint Markovia?
He's the guy that this abbot is for. Duthane, don't you pay attention to anything?
She is, yes.
I mean, to be honest, I don't often remember human names all that well.
No, that's fine. I am not insulted at all. The Saint Markovia had led the abbots who are here, and was actually killed by Strahd himself. Unfortunately, the folks who were here in the abbey following her death fell to corruption. I was sent to honor her memory. I reopened the abbey. I attended to those who are physically and mentally ill, and I hope brought some much needed light to Barovia.
Okay, so this person was responsible for putting Strahd into his current predicament?
What do you mean?
He's
No, I
currently a
mean,
vampire. Or vampire, if you
yeah.
like. I'm not sure your pronunciation on the topic.
I've heard both. I know there's a slight difference in a vampire and a vampire. I don't know that it's that important.
You
Certainly,
said
Strahd
domain.
is unique, and you could probably call him by either name and be fairly close to what he is. Um, but no, I am not responsible for Strahd's condition. He had been in Barovia for a long time before I came here, before I was sent.
Oh, okay. So, but the Markovia woman, she's the one responsible for ending him the first time.
What do you mean by ending him? I'm not aware that he's ever been ended.
No, he ended her.
Oh, he ended
No,
her.
Yeah.
Why did he
Yeah.
end her?
I'm assuming because she was a good person and he's not.
She had apparently led a number of people against him in insurrection, as he called it, and so he slaughtered her and all of her followers.
So in layman's
It is
that's
said that he buried her with her holy artifacts deep in the castle that he named after his mother.
just like he did to Chomper. I whispered that to Klex.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I get it. I mean, he's not a good fellow.
he's an asshat.
He is not, and I like you would like to see his evil ended, but unfortunately, his curse, his he cannot be destroyed while he's in Barovia. He has to escape before he can be destroyed. And with a wife, that will give him the happiness that he needs to escape for a short moment. And then Barovia will have light again. At that point, I expect that you or any other group of adventurers should be able to take care of him, dispatch him quite easily. Although there is always the possibility that the marriage itself could cleanse his soul. It's a slim one, but it is possible that it could do so.
What
I
makes
would
you
hope
think
so.
we can't?
Isn't this pretty dangerous for the? I point to the woman that you want to marry him with.
Well, why would it be dangerous? Look, I mean, she's beautiful, and you guys look. She is objectively a very attractive woman.
Do we notice anything else about her?
I don't know. You want what? Like, what are you trying to notice?
Just anything odd about her, because she hasn't said
Why don't you
anything.
give me both an insight and a perception roll?
Right, because there's
This
always
way,
something wrong.
no.
with someone
This way,
that
if
great
there is
road.
something, you won't know which roll I'm looking at, and I will tell you.
Insight and perception.
Sure. Okay.
Oz is distracted.
I mean,
So I'm
I
rolling
might
with disadvantage.
I might see it, but I'm damn sure not insightful.
No. So first, Oz would probably notice that she has not spoken at all. Like, she is absolutely silent. You're not gonna roll? No.
No. I mean, I guess I can.
You might get lucky. No. No. I would.
I think collectively we didn't roll anything higher than a 10 as a group.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled with
So our
disadvantage.
dice
I'm
rolling is
distracted.
doing quite good, I'd say.
It's
Now-
on par for the night.
Wraith. I don't know how Wraith is going to explain this to anybody.
You
So let's say he doesn't. Move on.
can also whisper it to me, and
Oh, okay.
I'll see if there's anything I can use.
Yeah, I'll send that to you via Discord.
All right, so it's not seen on the stream.
This way, then all our folks watching have to wait on you to figure it out. All right, so there it is. I've sent you that information. I'm going to sit back for a moment while you try to figure out how you're telling that to people.
So you mentioned to us that there was something you wanted us to do. Could you come out with it? Because let's like.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I want you to find her ultimately, it should be exquisite, a wedding dress.
Hey, Duthin, you can make a wedding dress, right?
oh, do you happen to have any material? I can make a wedding.
I'm
Yes,
afraid I
of
don't.
sorts.
But as adventurers, I'm certain you've traveled all over Barovia. I'm sure you could find something.
I give you my old rags.
If you are successful, then yes, I would be more than happy to allow you to seize that which you have come for.
Would
Do
this
you have
Earl?
craftsmanship that would for making wedding dresses?
I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't quite hear you.
I'm asking if Duthane is talented at making wedding dresses. Because
I mean, I can make her a wedding armor. That'd be pretty good.
No, I think wedding armor would send the wrong idea.
Depends on who you're trying to impress. I mean, in where I come from, armor is elegant.
So I would like to jump onto the table so that I can get to like eye height and like look this woman in the eye and be like, "Are you sure you want to marry the Lord of Barovia?"
There go the goblins jumping on tables.
Well, I mean it.
I mean, they don't have any manners.
I'm trying to. I'm actually trying to show respect because I want to make sure I meet her gaze, like as equals.
So, just so you're aware at this point, as you kind of get up onto the table, and look her, right in the eye, you're within a couple of feet of her. You're actually going to notice that same thing that your bird friend did,
Who is
which
steadily,
is
whose feathers are a little ruffled, and he's trying to find some way of telling.
there. You notice some. Also, they look kind of like, well, like seams in her powdered skin.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll be okay, right?
Oh. I look over to the other guy. I was like,
And yeah, but he goes, "Oh, she does. I should apologize. We're still working on her understanding and speaking common, the common tongue."
I look back at her. I'd look at the is it
You're
Abbott? Yeah, the Abbott.
already
Yeah,
spoiled.
Abbott look odd. I mean, like anything weird about him?
looks like a young guy, like just like I said.
Has she been hurt recently?
No, of course not. I protect her quite well, don't I, Vasilka? And when he says that, she nods like almost on command.
Tap Duthane on the shoulder and whisper
I
to
mean,
him,
like
pointing
then
at the abbot,
why does she have
that the
like
abbot's a bit of a nutter.
stitches?
Well, I mean, it's not always possible to get rid of that.
So,
I mean,
um,
all, and they
Wait,
don't detract from her beauty at all.
right,
wait, can you repeat that? I missed that.
Yeah, he says it's not always possible to get rid of marks like that, and ultimately, it's not like they detract from her beauty.
so
Um,
Wraith will start walking around.
he
Something
should, he should, assuming Strahd does not regain his soul, she should have a lifespan commensurate with his. So it really makes him a good partner, an equal, as it were.
So Wraith will kind of walk around the room a little bit, imitating something he saw in a play once. Is he walking around like
Uh,
And Abbott
Frankenstein?
looks at you, and at this point, he just looks very, very stern. He goes, "I don't think that sort of behavior or mockery is called for."
um,
Mockery is
where are
called
you
for.
from?
Ilka is not
Uh,
some mindless creature like you would portray. Are you, Vasilka? And when he says that, she dutifully shakes her head no.
where are you from, Vasilka?
So, again, you'll have to forgive her. We're still working on speech.
So then I'll turn to the abbot. Where is she
Thanks.
from?
She is but mostly from here.
Mostly.
From Kresik, ultimately.
Well, what do you mean ultimately? What about the parts that aren't from Kresik?
Well, they were in Kresik.
Ding, 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 ding.
Would you like to explain what you just said?
No,
Why not?
I see no. I don't see how this helps advance the conversation that we were having about getting her
Right,
wedding dress.
right, guys,
Um,
guys. I think we're missing the point. He says he has the thing we're looking for. If we just get him a dress for the lovely lady, if you want to do a insight check, Rod, I'm not sure I can make a bluff check that's appropriate, but I say it nonetheless. Then we can oblige and get him his dress for the lovely lady. And I say this with a half
That would
open
be
smile.
fine. And I'll be
Okay.
honest. I understand that. I don't want this to be purely a mercenary agreement. I understand that you face dangers, and I have the ability to help mitigate some of those with the abilities that the gods have given me.
Oh, you have
Should
gods.
one or more be called, I can raise you back up.
Like
Okay.
you
Oh,
did her.
that seems really, really
No,
useful.
no, no. That would probably. I don't think that would be. You would wish to be raised in the same manner.
No, but the fact that you've raised anyone in that matter is horrible.
Well,
Okay, we've got the deal.
technically
You
she has not
consort,
been raped.
you consort with the owner of said limbs or bits.
Now,
They did not object.
since
Because
I've
he
already
didn't
since I've done a
They-
divine sense and caught no undead,
As a
I'm
celestial, you should
still
know
confused.
that you've done something very terribly
No.
wrong.
How is it wrong to end the curse that controls this entire land?
He's got a good point there, Satsosa. Strahd's a pretty
Right,
mean
but
guy.
It's not
I don't like him at all.
an end.
This
Till
is
someone
completely
dies.
unnatural. Like at this point, I will turn to my
I
cousin.
understand what you're saying, but here's what you don't understand. Actually, you can tell that I am a celestial being.
Yes.
You do understand. I cannot be corrupted. My heart is pure. My intentions are noble and good. Unlike you mortals, I cannot sin.
They're
Ugh.
So
spoiled.
you're
It sounds like every
No, not
other
at all.
human that tries to like
you
burn
have
down my
made
village.
a person
Yeah, that does sound a lot like the
in
humans.
parts of other people. You have combined multiple people to make something that you think is good.
None of them. They all died.
That's desecration.
No, not at all.
No, that's kind of word for word what it is. You took people's bodies apart to find the most beautiful body that you could stitch together.
And if what I had done was wrong, I would have fallen from grace. But as you can see, and at this point, he drops his disguise and looks like a full-on beautiful diva. The way they look. He goes, "I have not."
Or the God's reach doesn't reach here.
That is some sort of sacrilege and heresy.
Oh no, not heresy. Sorry.
And you tell me right now,
I have to ask you, Zatzosa, the unfaithful, to leave.
I'm very faithful. I just abide by my penance. Or not penance. Tenets. And I will leave. Because I don't want to be here anymore. He's a terrible person. And clearly insane.
He's not insane.
He's definitely
He's
insane.
totally insane.
Yeah, he's totally
He's a nutter.
oh my.
Yeah, I loved your reaction, Ty. I have to admit, I absolutely loved your reaction just there a little while ago. Like, oh man, now I thought we were someplace. I thought we had something good. Where the hell are you going?
I'm leaving.
You're leaving, like walking out of the Abbey entirely by yourself, or you're just waiting outside the door?
I'm waiting outside right there.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no. I'll be outside the door. Because that's probably...
Yeah, because it's taking you a long time if we roll initiative.
Right.
Which I think there's a chance you guys might do to them.
Maybe. I mean...
All right. So,
Well, he's literally doing something that is an anathema to everything that I believe in. Like he is circumventing the natural order of things
No,
in a way that I can't
no,
abide by.
I mean, really, because he's just making use of the bodies. I mean, it's not going to waste.
he's recycling.
Yes, he's recycling.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's okay,
Right.
Ty.
Necromancers are bad. Bad.
Yes, necromancy is bad.
No if, ands, or buts.
The man's just trying to raise a family. Come on.
But I'm as a necromancer, it's easier to raise a family because they're usually buried together.
Yes.
But I am
I'm gonna
totally
just take
dressing.
my -2 hit point drain from that right now.
But I am definitely dressing down my cousin about how like this is not a good idea. Like this guy has literally stitched this person together. This is wrong on so many levels.
I guess you're right.
Has,
Does seem
has anybody even asked the individual that they want to marry Strahd?
If you notice, I've asked twice, or
You
I've,
sure? I
I've
think it was,
directly
like,
asked her
sure.
questions twice, and he responded, and
Well,
then
she can't
And then-
answer. She's mute.
does she even have her own
There-
free will?
There we go. That'll be what the Wraith will do. Walk up to her and say, "Come in, motherfucker. Do you speak it?"
She doesn't.
You gotta-
He's told us that a few
You
times.
do not use that sort of tone or language. This is Vasilka. She's going to be the
Vasilka.
Countess of Barovia in short order. I must
Silka,
require that
do you speak
you
it?
speak to her with kindness. As I've said, she does not. And she shakes her head no.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Now,
Have you taken parts from unwilling people?
no, of course not.
Have you taken
That's what I was explaining to your unfaithful friend.
have you taken parts from living people?
No, absolutely not. That would be wrong.
Yes, but how long were
Okay.
they? How long have they been dead? And did he have a hand in making them dead before he took the body parts?
I guess the part of the reason why I'm asking is because I just have this connection with like the Bellevues all are like missing parts and they have like animal parts in place and then she's a stitched up like construct of some sort.
So why don't you just ask him that?
Yeah, I'm
If
gonna
that's
ask. That is my question then. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like,
okay. He goes, no, no. The the Bellevues the Bellevues were this is this is many decades ago. When they came here, they were a family of unfortunately sickly inbred lepers. They came to the Abbey seeking salvation. I rid them of their diseases, and they were all eternally grateful. But many of them had had various human defects that had been present since they were born, and those I was unable to cure. However, the Bellevues themselves, they felt that there was a better path for them, and they realized that one of them having the eyes of a cat who could see in darkness, one of them who could fly like a bat or had the strength of a mule and things like this. These bestial type traits. They realized that those traits could replace their human imperfections. And so, at their request, I took pity on them because they asked so much. I yielded to their desires and gave them many of the characteristics that they had. They have since continued to breed, and they breed true.
Fly,
I'm gonna go over to the
Why, what?
Bellevues over here
fly.
and be like, do you like the abbot here? Does he treat you well, or is he a bad
Oh,
person?
yes, yes. Yes, the abbot is the master of the abbey. He is he is he is very good to us.
I'm gonna look to not Otto because Otto is very eager to please, I think, and has a very personality. And what is it? Starts with a Z. I can't think of her name.
Zigfrek.
Zigfrick. I'm gonna like look
Yeah.
at Zigfrick and kind of be like, so you like living here with the abbot? You're happy with everything?
She nods, pretty abruptly.
I thought you
It's
said
like, why do you ask
Rick was
her? I am the smartest one here. I have already given you the answer.
Well, I mean, you are pretty smart, Otto, and I just wanted to see if somebody that wasn't as smart as you felt the same way. Obviously, you know what's best for everybody.
He actually seems very satisfied with your response and kind of sits up a little bit straighter. Still like still like a dog at this point, but he's very pleased with what you have to say. The abbot again. He goes, so as you can see, life for the Bellevues here is good as it could be in Barovia.
Hmm.
So about the dress.
I mean, we should probably find it. I mean, if it gets us the sword, that seems an appropriate compensation.
And I've also offered, should any of you fall in pursuit of getting this dress, or even after, I can a few times raise you, bring you back.
Is there a money problem?
What do you mean a money problem?
Well, it takes a depending on what you're doing, it takes a wee tiny amount of diamond.
Aha, no, no. Um, as a divine creature, I do not need to do that.
No, that's nice. I personally have to spend a good bit of money.
Well, there is a difference between the two of us. No, no offense.
None taken. Differences what make it
No,
interesting.
for creatures like myself, all we need is to say the word and it will happen. And for what you guys understand about, both, most celestial and or fiendish creatures, if they have innate spell casting, typically they only need the verbal components and that's it. They don't need anything else to do what they do innately.
So Oz is gonna like lean over to Otto, and kind of like whisper, Otto, why do you stay in the Abbey? Why don't you travel and share your beauty with the world?
Oh, the abbot says I should only do that at night. And when he says that, the abbot is like, silence. It's the first time you kind of heard him get a little bit harsh.
That's funny.
And when he barks that command at him, he instantly, kind of like when you yell at a dog, his head droops down and he quiets right up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so much harder to see somebody in the dark of night.
Otto and Zutrek, why don't you wait outside? And so they will very dutifully go wait outside. They'll even close the door behind themselves. Because, that's the right thing to do. It's very polite.
You're not actually going to let us leave, are you?
Of course I'm going to let you leave. I want you to go get a dress. What? I'm sorry. You seem
Kind
to
of dress.
have formed a
Very
name of
elegant wedding dress. Haven't you been
So-
paying attention?
Yeah, but like any kind of dress, or is there like a specific dress that
A
Well, what-
wedding dress. Well, technically, it's a
well,
human wedding dress. You may not
obviously a
understand.
human wedding dress. Vasilka is human, and a wedding dress will show her beauty. You're not there,
But
so
you
no
know what I
problem.
mean. Like the goblin society may not marry in the same way as humans do.
No, usually
I
we
thank
bonk
you
our
for
women over the
thinking that.
head, and if and try and drag them away, and if they don't claw your eyes out, then usually it's a successful wedding.
See what I mean?
I think you might
Yes,
be mistaken
and
then.
I do thank you, Duthane, for pointing that out. Yes, obviously a human wedding dress. Barovians, their wedding attire is very ceremonial. It is quite beautiful, and it does show off that the bride is beautiful, ladylike, and to be valued.
Okay, so if we get this dress for you, you will give us what we seek.
I would not stand in your way of you taking it. I don't want to give it to you exactly because, well, I'll be honest. I don't want to take actions that I feel would lead to your demise, and I feel fairly certain that you taking what you seek will. But I will stand by my word and allow you to take it.
Do you mind if we have a moment to talk about this?
No, not at all. Why would I
Okay.
mind?
Okay, you have
Okay.
a duel.
Then I will like kind of usher everyone out if I can with my tiny goblin body.
Ah,
What are you
Sounds-
doing? You're very tiny.
Conference. We need a conference.
It's-
family meeting.
Come on, guys.
Ah,
Okay, what you want?
Celestial creature is crazy.
you think?
I'm not sure
I
we
mean,
should leave. I'm not sure we should leave it alone.
well, I'm just saying, like,
Don't look at
all it
me.
wants is a dress. We give it a dress, and we get the thing they're looking for. Apparently, is some sort of sword.
It's willing to stitch a creature together. We don't know, like,
Yeah, you're willing to eat something that's recently dead and sentient.
that's not the same thing, and you know it.
Sort of in the same vein.
See, he eats his food. He doesn't play with it.
You guys are so awful. It's great.
So, you really want to go along with this?
I mean, what could it hurt? I mean, this place is already pretty horrible.
Well,
What's,
let,
what's
let's
the more horrible thing?
let's
You
see it
don't
this
think
way.
that that's an anathema
No.
of the natural order of
I
things?
mean, to be
Yes,
fair,
it
Strahd
probably
is an
is,
anathema.
but like, I don't know. You've always been
I
more
mean,
of
he's
the
a
nature
vampire.
freaks than me.
He won't die. You know how many times he's died? He won't die. That's sort of
Oh.
anathema.
And remember, the fortune
Perhaps
didn't say that we
anathema
had to
marrying
kill.
anathema.
The fortune didn't say that we had to kill him. We just had to defeat him.
Sure, sure. I mean, it also could have implied that if we die, we also escape. Because, you know, death is the final release.
I'm
I
not
don't
so
know.
sure that that's true in this place.
Yeah, Grampy Bone doesn't seem very happy lately. He's usually much more. Well, he usually yells at me about playing with my food stuff, but I don't know. He's just
You mean playing with? You mean the meals we prepare? Or do you mean Trooper?
yes. No, maybe
Oh my God!
I'm confused.
You guys are talking about this guy as being a bit odd.
Well,
I
for God, they're not insane. They're different, but they're not insane. He is clearly insane.
Well, he's clearly disturbed. I won't disagree with that, but I do believe his
No,
heart is in
no.
the right place.
Anyone
he's a
who has
nutter.
lived on this planet long enough is insane.
Right? His heart is
Anyone
probably
who
in the
seems
right
to be
place.
in a place of power is insane. The burgomaster of Valaki, insane.
Well,
Abbott is insane.
like,
Strahd
if
I
you
is
had to
don't
live,
insane.
if
know.
you had to live in this much
Ismark doesn't
darkness, you'd
seem
be
very
insane.
insane to me, and he was like,
Yeah,
Well,
and his sister, not so much
if I
either.
may, in my defense, as Zadzosa says, I don't know that I'm in a position of power. I've not been confirmed in my father's office, and
Right, but
I
some of
don't
the
know
people
that I
that
would
aren't
want
having
it
power
because it would
also are
mean
also
cooperating
nuts.
with the Devil Strahd. I'm not willing to do that.
No, that seems fair. I'm just saying that the problem is, what's the problem again? Oh yeah,
A
the
bit of a
problem
nutter.
is you have to adjust what is normal when you're here a wee bit.
so I don't really know Strahd all that well, but do
Well,
you
that's
think
good.
he'd be happy with um a bride that doesn't talk or do anything?
I'm not
Who are
sure
you
that I worry
posing that
about it.
question to? Ismark or the party?
I guess Ismark.
He goes, no, he wants my sister.
Why does he want
That's
your
what he
sister?
wants.
Right, she's the reincarnation of his long lost love, probably.
That's. I don't know about that, but I know he wants her, and she's beautiful and intelligent, and
Well, every soul here is probably cursed to stay
torture.
here and never leave and go to Elysium or well, what do I believe spirits? I mean, wherever spirits are supposed to go.
Well, you're from
I
Faerun,
don't.
so they go to the god. They first they go to the food plane, and then they get picked up by their gods.
I was about to say, yeah, I've never heard of a goblin knowing that sort of theology.
That's probably fair, but
Research to get-
Oz probably has no idea about that. So
I hesitate to. This is right again. Your ally. I hesitate to ask this question, but
Okay.
well, we could probably just take the sword.
If he's actually some sort of divine being, I'd feel bad about.
Right, but he's insane.
Does
Clearly
seem
If
insane.
kind of crazy.
He's
he's
broken,
good,
and
he won't stop us.
If
I
he's
mean,
insane, he'll try to
he's
because
been
he's
here for
thinking.
quite a while, and he hasn't really killed anybody. I mean, it's not like he's the druid or something that's killing everyone or
I'm
trying
not.
to
We
take over
don't
the world.
necessarily know that he's being honest.
No, but if he doesn't give us the thing now, then he is going to be killing people.
Not necessarily. I mean, he's willing to trade it. He said he doesn't want his place tainted by stuff going on.
Okay, we have a deal.
I think we should take a deal. We should take the deal with the dude, and we give him the stuff, and he
I think this is a mistake.
why?
'Cause I don't think we can trust him.
Well,
Cross
Klex
that,
has always been way better at judging people than me, so
cross
I'm
that
gonna
bridge
go
when
with
we
what
get there.
Klex says.
And
Although
and I
he
think
doesn't seem like he's that bad of a person. Although if that's a not a living person there, then I guess that is kind of bad. Like,
You're shifty and I don't trust you. And I'm pointing over my shoulder.
I mean, what do you worry about? You're worried about he's offered to resurrect anyone if we should die. That's pretty good. He's off.
he's also offered to say he also said that he wouldn't aid us. He said he wouldn't stand in our way. He was very careful with the choices of his words.
Sure, I believe he believes, and this is what I'm. It sounds silly, but I believe he believes that no matter what we do, even if we do defeat Strahd and escape this hellhole, he doesn't think that Strahd will be truly put to rest. So his plan is to, in his mind, to truly put Strahd to rest by making him happy. Now I agree, it's a bit like the dude that said "all will be well" kind of thing going on here. But I mean,
I think he's an asshat.
Come on, we left.
he's willing to give us the sword if we do a small thing like find a dress.
Right, and I don't think he's gonna stop us from taking the sword now.
No, I'm pretty sure he would stop us from taking the sword.
Wraith will point at the others that are standing at the doorway.
I mean, I don't know that you want to fight Otto and all them, do you?
No, they seem like really nice folk.
Right, and do you think they're going to be like, oh, you guys are nice, we just met you, we'll do whatever you say? Or be like, hey, the abbot said we should probably stop these guys from taking the sword, so I guess we should do what the abbot said and stop them from taking the sword.
So in the
You
abbot's
did.
in the
Did
abbot's
you see how the abbot treated them though?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they showed him a lot of respect.
That wasn't respect. That was control. There's a difference.
I mean, I know you're not wrong, but as far as what the outcome is, do you think they're going to listen to you and not obey the abbot?
Well, we don't have to kill them.
Oh,
you
but we do have to
know,
fight them.
Otto is right over here. I mean, we could
Otto, would you fight us if we got into an argument with the abbot?
No, of course not. We're not allowed to fight. If we fight, we get put into the cages.
I look at Duthane and I'm like, I have that look of like, see.
And then Wraith will turn around and start
I
pointing
know
at the
it's hard to
cages.
emote since I'm wearing a tiki mask, but
Now, that said, your insight seems to suggest that he may not have, because you guys do have some decent insights.
That was
He
16.
may have misunderstood the question.
Right.
I'm still gonna take it as a win.
Yeah, but Wraith will actually start pointing at the boxes that are all around the courtyard that we're currently standing in with the screaming people in it. To reiterate the fact that that's not stopping them if they put in the boxes. Some have
This
apparently
place
been
is all
fighting.
kinds of wrong, and it starts with that abbot. Do you really want to just walk away from this?
Okay, the druids were evil. This abbot has at least been polite to the locals for over 100 years.
That's because you were willing to talk to him first.
I tried to talk to the druids, but someone said, no, we have to fight.
No, no,
the
you got.
druids.
Now,
No, the druids made it very clear that they intended to
yes,
fight.
they attacked
Yes.
first.
Yeah, they attacked first.
Right, I was more than willing to like talk to the druids.
Not the first time.
So, Wraith will
Well,
look.
they sort of came out and killed us.
Wraith will look at Klex, and then look at the thing and throw his hands up in the air. He's your son, and walk away.
Either way, I'm not sure that that we should leave this alone. If you want to, you guys don't listen to us anyways. Not
No,
that-
we listen. It's just we don't always obey.
I don't.
Well, it can't be that hard to go get a wedding dress.
So,
Tell you what,
dress.
why don't me and Klex will hang out here with the what do the Bellevue, what do you call yourselves, Otto? Just people?
Call myself Otto.
They're people. Like, what else would you call them?
They're a
They're
kind of
humans.
chimera.
Well, no, they're humans. They're just modified.
Definitely chimera of some sort.
Me and Klex
Oh,
will hang out here with the
no,
Bellevues.
not Chimera. He points to himself. Otto, and then he points to his cousin, Zigfrack.
No, you don't
There's
seem
no
to
one.
understand.
There is no Chimera here.
I'm a
He
dwarf.
begins
That's
like,
the people I belong
sounding off.
to. Those two are goblins. That one I don't know, and the birdie I also don't know. But your Addy is some sort of solar or something.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. We are people.
That's what I said.
So, tell you what, I think we're all have different opinions here. Why don't me and Klex hang out here with Otto and the Bellevues, and you guys go get that wedding dress? It's okay if we hang out
We
here for
don't
a
even
while.
know if there's a wedding dress in
Otto?
town.
Well,
Well,
then
if
we
there
buy-
is,
you
then
make
if-
one.
well, yeah. Or if there isn't one in town, you could just come get us, and if we have to leave town, we can leave town. I don't necessarily. Also, keep in mind we are on a time crunch here. Like 3
What
days.
time crunch? That's only for his armor.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean that technically is a time crunch.
Yeah. If he doesn't get his armor back, we get his armor back. That's not a problem.
Okay. I just like throw my hands up. Whatever you want to do.
I don't think it's appropriate to split the party. Especially if we have
Otto,
to
show us
leave
around.
the
Show us
village.
around the abbey. I want to meet more of the people.
No, unfortunately, the abbot has given instructions previously that we are not to show strangers around.
Oh, that's a shame.
But you can
Why is
ask
that?
him, especially if you're going to stay here and live with us and be a person with us.
Well, maybe for a little bit, but I don't think we'll stay here forever.
Why not?
Well, there's so much of the world out there to see, and it's kind of
Yes,
fun
we
to
only
travel
get to
around.
see the world at night.
That's such a shame. I mean, it's so much easier to see far in the day. I mean, there are things that are definitely better at night. Like it's way easier to hunt the dinosaurs at night. But
And to dig. It is easier to dig at night when people aren't watching.
Yeah, I guess he's not
I
wrong.
guess, what do you dig for?
Body parts.
But for people. For the abbot.
So you're a grave robber.
What do you mean grave robber?
You dig up people to bring back so that he can stitch pieces onto the construct.
Yes, that is what he says to do.
That is not okay.
That is okay.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You seem to be wrong.
Yes, it is. The abbot said we should do it. And he
abbot-
told us that he can never be wrong.
He is obviously very wrong. He's very insane. What he's doing is sacrilegious and completely out of order.
It's not a tumor.
He seems to, some of his hair is standing on end, and he's like, "You take that back." You're not allowed to speak bad about the abbot.
I'll try to intimidate. Like the sword comes out of nowhere because that's cool. I'm always gonna be able to do that. That's awesome.
Sure, you can give me an intimidate roll.
28.
Oh, he's like, arr, arr, and he goes running into the building, and
Hey,
he'll
that
leave the
wasn't
door
very
open
nice,
behind him,
Satsosa.
and he's yelling, "Murder, murder! They're attacking!"
That wasn't very nice, Satsosa. Why would you do that?
There.
Otto's such a nice
However, you have
person.
completely intimidated him, and she'll like step back when the sword comes out. What would you all like to do now?
I'd like the sword to go away. Yes, that's a bonus action.
So he's running inside yelling. See,
Well,
Abbott.
Has the abbot moved from his
Well, we're
location?
outside, so we don't know.
Doing that now.
So
Actually,
I walk up to the this one here and just in Duthane's voice say, "Okay, we have deal," and point towards the door and start walking away.
So he's running past, and he actually at this point looks unhappy. And he goes, "You dared attack one who's within my care?"
oh no, absolutely not. I did not lay a finger on anyone. That would be wrong.
Did scare him pretty bad. That was awfully mean of you, Zatsosa.
Right. It was mean. It was probably uncalled for, but it
He's
wasn't
like,
evil.
"Otto, be silent." And Otto just kind of, sits there and whines like a kick dog.
Like Dresden. When literally any noise in the house.
I'm
goes
sorry,
off.
Otto. I don't think Zatsosa meant it. Maybe he did. He can be kind of mean sometimes.
So you've had time for your conversation. I feel I've been very patient. Now, at this point, I must insist you get the dress.
And if we don't get the sword, correct?
Well, correct. That is correct.
And
And additionally, you will not be welcome here. And then I will just make the burgomaster fetch the dress.
So you keep talking about this dress like there's only one of them.
Well, that is a fair point. There may be multiples.
Will
I
you
don't
stop
know.
me from taking the sword?
So where's
Yeah,
this dress
sure.
then?
I have no idea where a dress is. But it has to be beautiful. It has to be exquisite. It has to be excellently made.
And what if there are none?
You're adventurers. I'm sure you'll find a way.
If you have no expectation, or not expectation, but if you have no clear way for us to get it in sight, then why should we do it for you?
I was just gonna turn to Klex and be like,
Because I am a perfect being, and I have said you should.
See, what you just said was completely wrong.
Absolutely.
No
not.
matter what you say doesn't dictate what I should do. You do not control me. You do not control anyone.
I didn't say I do. Look, I only want to rid Barovia of its sickness.
Right, and we can do that much better than you can.
No. See, in order to do that, we have to give the devil his heart's desire. That will bring salvation to him and to this land.
Or
all you want to do is just find a way to kill him.
Yes, that's how you purge evil. You don't make it happy. How do you defeat a fiend? Do you make it happy or do you kill it?
I don't think that's germane to the conversation.
It is very germane because it's the same kind of evil.
It is absolute.
How do you get rid of a vampire?
Please, you puny little mortal. What do you know about immortal kind?
How do you get rid of a undead, a lich? Do you make it happy? Do you please it? No, you get rid of it.
I've had enough of you and your lip. Now,
well, I'm not.
Are you going
wrong.
to go get a dress? Or must I banish you from these grounds?
Well, I'm not gonna say yes or no because that's kind of.
So you're just staring at them.
Yeah, that's kind of what the party was just talking about. I don't want to just be like, yeah, I'm angry now. So that whole conversation is moot. So.
You're back, Sosa.
I'll do Thane.
Yes.
I have a question for you. I typed it in chat.
Oh, what was that?
I mean, it would make it into a dress made out of hide.
It's practical. Keeps you warm.
I mean,
that would probably be an ugliest sin dress, though.
All right, so
We should probably just go look for one.
I mean, we can do that, or Wraith will actually pull on the outfit he's wearing and like put his hands up.
Do
I
we
mean,
really like? Do you really think it's wise to just leave? We came here for a reason. We don't really have a lot of time, and looking at Zotzotza, I get
I
a
mean,
certain vibe from
there
when
could
I'm
be
pointing to the paladin.
like we don't know where addresses are. We could
I'm
probably there may be
here
a dress
to
like
get
nearby.
rid of evil, and he is obviously insane and not right in the head, and that'll cause more problems for people down the road than you know.
I agree
I
with you wholeheartedly, but I also
I
don't want
think
this to
we
be
deal
like.
with him now, but then again,
I don't want to make
I
this a
don't know.
unilateral decision either, which is the reason why I haven't
Right.
acted. But I agree with you wholeheartedly, Michael John.
All right. So I think at this point,
The whole
this needs to
egotistical
come
bit of
down to probably an out of
perfect
game
wrong.
vote because I think somebody's going to have to make the unilateral decision for us to all act. But I want it to actually be a party decision, like that, if that makes sense.
I think this.
It sounds like, so let me see if I can sum up correctly. Zatzosa wants to throw down.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, hold on. Zatzosa wants to throw down. The opposite end of the spectrum is Duthane, who says we can make a deal with this guy. I think the rest of you guys are kind of in the middle, with Wraith kind of almost being I don't care what we do as long as we do something,
Mm-hmm.
and what Klex being more like Zatzos is right. We should just kill this guy and get the sword.
And
I'm not sure where Oz falls on that spectrum.
So Oz is kind of on the like, but I don't want to hurt any of the like people here because they're very
Nice.
clearly like friendly. They might be being oppressed though. So I guess
Very
ultimately
clearly
Oz
insane.
is going to side with Fox. I think he's going to feel real bad about it when we have to fight this abbot and all the all the people here, but he's going to side with Klex. I mean, Klex is way smarter than him and knows these sort of things.
Way smarter might be a stretch. Smarter, I'll give you. Also, I have no intentions of actually hurting any of the chimeras. The only person that I'm concerned about is the abbot.
Right. Everyone here, little weird, but they're not endangering anyone.
No,
Besides
Right.
maybe themselves.
no,
which,
but they have
amongst themselves,
admitted they've been digging graves and getting body parts.
Because the
Because
abbot
the
told
abbot-
How
them
does
to.
that bother
too.
you
No.
since you're now a grave cleric?
But who's to say this guy is not just created just the girl? What if there's something else he's created or some other group of things he's created that we've
He's
not
probably
seen yet?
on version 2.0 or something.
Yeah, I mean you
Well,
always
remember,
have to,
Otto has explicitly said that like he's not allowed to show people around. So like we have only seen what the abbot has wished us to see.
Yep. Now what were you asking about me being?
Now that he has, dungeon with just arms and legs and torsos of people that he's like, well, if this one fails, I have version 3.0 and 4.0 and 5.0.
All right.
Well, we all know
So-
4.0 doesn't work.
Right.
All right. So I think that we have a mostly split vote, but we are leaning towards beating the crap out of the abbot.
Eventually.
It seems like that,
Or the abbot
All right.
beating
but
the crap out of us.
I'm trying not to push you one way or the other.
All right. So
I think it's one of those before it's all said and done. Not today, maybe, but we will be probably taking him out. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be something we're going to do in the next 3 days before we have to, deal with the time
okay.
crunch that
let,
Zatzosa made us have to deal
let me
with.
let me rephrase that statement. In the immediacy, I think 3 members of the party are leaning towards taking this abbot out right now, over just ignoring him and going and getting a wedding dress for a zombie.
She's not a zombie.
She's not a zombie.
No.
She's a flesh
or-
golem.
Flesh golem. All right, fine.
Yeah, flesh golems. They're a lot more
Right.
powerful.
She's definitely some sort of construct and much less like a undead.
Yeah, she didn't detect when you tried to see if there were undead around. You did not detect her at all.
Right, and like, to be fair, he
No,
probably
that's-
would not
that's-
produce anathema. Like he wouldn't want to make a being of that sort.
I see.
I mean, it'd be against his religion probably.
All right. Ultimately, I think we're at an impasse here, which is why I was advocating for like out of game. Let's decide what we're doing, and then somebody can unilaterally decide for us in character.
Well, to be fair, out of character, Michael, John, and I have already played this game, so the other of yous should probably decide.
That is true.
And with that, it'd
Which is
be
also one of the reasons I wasn't like, yeah, I'm just gonna, attack him right now.
okay. So that'll end up being the two of you are all for it, and I'm kind of like whatever, who's
So
the story on.
if that's what you guys decide, it sounds like we may end up with we draw weapons, and Duthane is like, stop,
And then
and then everything hits the fan.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, that works for me.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
works
'cause
for all you
otherwise
guys
we're gonna
out
sit
of
here
character.
forever,
That works
like-
for all you guys.
Yeah, because otherwise we're gonna sit here forever until like somebody
Yeah.
finally just punches somebody.
Yeah, and like I said, the only problem is there's not a whole lot of voicing I can do to help out with any of these discussions.
All right. So then how does this go down? Ultimately, in character, when we're past this moment, who gets blamed for it?
Oh, the little ones, of course.
Oh,
Well,
really?
it's-
Okay.
it's
I thought it might
definitely
be
gonna be the
Zozo.
little
Why are
one.
you staring at me?
Yeah,
Hey,
I am. I'm
hey,
staring
hey,
at
come
Michael
on.
John
Come
while
on
I'm
now.
asking these questions.
I'm
Come on
assuming
now.
it's Michael John, but I'm totally like I will totally take that bullet for you, Michael John, if you really don't.
No. I like him taking it. This way, then Duthane can get mad at him and not just the two goblins.
Wraith will actually look at Zotz and go, no, after you.
Well, I've gotten the okay.
I mean,
I'm not sure I'd call it an okay. I'd say, you've been told that, do it. Get
Well,
it right.
in a 5-person
Get it.
party, we have a 3-2 split, so I think you have the majority.
Yeah,
You have the
no.
okay.
You guys have said that, and I even see Oz is
Yeah.
encouraging him.
It's more of the you're an abomination. The good
Then-
from you has left, and we need to take care of
Okay,
that.
so you start probably by what? Summoning your sword back?
Yes,
Okay.
or technically it's a mace, but yes.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because you're using that mace now.
Yeah, and it gives
Did
it the
we
plus
add that
one.
to your character sheet?
I did.
Okay. And so you do that, and he goes, so your heart is evil after all. And now things get exciting. But I have to tell you guys, I absolutely loved how all that went down. And if you didn't already have inspiration, I'd give you inspiration for it.
How many people actually would go off and get him a dress?
I don't know.
Every other party?
No. Did you guys when you played it?
No, because
Yes.
we didn't have anything
No,
there.
you did because your mother's character had been killed. I killed my wife's character.
Right. We needed to get
And
it.
he
so
said,
that-
I'll raise her, but then you got to go find a dress. And you guys had already seen one and knew where to get it.
That's true.
So you went and stole it and brought it back.
Well, it wasn't really stealing. We did it for the good of Pro.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you have to tell yourself.
But
We
hey,
tell
that was a
ourselves a
different-
lot,
different
Rod. We
thing.
tell ourselves a lot.
That was a very different table.
Yeah, the only thing is the unintended consequences is I'm not sure there's anyone smart enough to take care of the Belleviews when this guy's gone.
I don't know. I think
don't
that
think he's
Zarvik
Otto
or
says
whatever
he
her
is
name
very
is seems
smart.
fine.
Well, that's my only concern is that like they're like children, and you can't just like say like go be free, because then you find out that they got hit by a car as they cross the street or something.
oh no, you don't find out. You actually watch it
Honestly,
happen.
looking
No,
at it, they'd be more
Otto
likely
getting
to
hit
be
by
the
a car seems
that's hitting
appropriate.
The villagers, as the villagers cross the street. Oh, this is excellent.
I'm sure it'll sort itself out.
So it's about to. So you summon your sword, and the abbot grows visibly angry, and he's kind of like, "How dare you? Where are you?"
I am.
Oh, there you. This
I'm
is you right here, right?
Mhm.
So wings sprout out of his back, and he comes flying through the air.
Are they bat
Land.
wings?
No, angelic wings.
I'll need to take those.
right? Do I have a? Let me see. Do I have a diva handle?
Man, divas are so.
You're the one that picked the fight, boyo.
Oh, you know, I knew from the start.
The
I was
problem
like, this
is
gonna be a
I don't
terrible
want
fight.
to.
But in character,
Ooh, excuse me.
it needs to be done.
I don't have a good way to show you him without, hey, here's all the stats and stuff that he has.
Yeah,
But
what
hold
about
on. I'll take a moment and just take some stuff out.
I mean, if he looks like a diva, we've seen divas before. We saw divas in Planescape.
Well, you guys did, but your characters haven't.
Fair.
Okay.
So he lands. Actually, he doesn't even need to land. He's just going to kind of hover there above you because he considers himself above you. And I just put I put stat block on accident.
This is gonna go well.
I think so.
What?
I think it's gonna go great.
Jinx?
I don't think we said that at the same time. I heard.
Pretty sure you and Justin both said this will be great.
Yeah, but I heard him say it like after I did.
On my end, it sounded like they were the same.
Oh, okay. All right, so Michael John, he is going to swing at you twice. I have a 25 and I have a 17.
The 25 will hit.
Excellent. So that is what 8 bludgeoning and 13 radiant, and he looks quite angry now.
Okay.
So what would you all like to do at this point? And by you, I mean Wraith.
Wraith would like to look at him and say pike off and cast Bane on him and Otto and what's her face.
Oh, okay.
They're kind of far
Go
apart.
ahead. Someone has taught you Bane, right?
I don't know if anybody in our group actually knows Bane, so I can't.
The cleric does, but I don't.
You get to the point where you can only cast like a couple spells, which kind of just.
I know. That's why we had said last time. I'm like, all right, remember, you're gonna have to get someone to teach you the spells that you're.
Do you have Bane, Duthane?
I mean, of course I have it. I've never cast it in front of you, though.
Well, not cast in front of me, but we were discussing being taught a few different phrases and spells that
Would
you knew.
you have taught him the verbal components?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically.
Anything he wanted to know, I would have told him.
Okay.
I just don't have him prepared for the day.
So
All right.
that'll be subtract a D4, of course, from their attack rolls and saving throws.
I believe it's a save, though, isn't it? What kind of save?
Charisma based.
Is it charisma? Oh, I thought it was wisdom.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah. So he'll make it.
Of course he
Of
will.
course he will.
He's an abbot.
He's a Deva.
He's a +9.
And no. And no.
Okay. Well, at least I made it harder for them to get physical with us. Whether or not we cause them any damage is up to the goblins.
No, I think that's excellent.
And I'm going to mark you similarly so that we'll remember you're concentrating. All right, Duthane.
Guys,
Are you shouting no, 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 or doing something else?
What are we doing?
New thing, look, he hit me. He just attacked me. Help me.
Wow, if that wasn't like manipulative, I don't know what it is.
That's why I'm laughing about it. Oh, ow, help, Duthane, help.
He's hitting me. He's hitting me.
For what it's worth, the abbot did attack first.
Uh-huh.
He did shoot first.
Sure. But he's also been angered.
Yeah, but that's
Are
not
you
appropriate
looking-
response.
Are you deciding which one of those you're going to cast, or
I was thinking about it.
do you have a magical weapon?
No, I don't.
Whoa! What
That
did
one
you just
was
do
a-
there, Dan?
I was trying to whisper something and it just went all out in the open. So, my bad. It separated each one into an individual friggin' message.
I was about to say, yeah, are you like using D&D Beyond and clicked a button or something?
I was actually trying to send Adam a whisper to the spells that I was thinking about using and see if he had them to so that he knew which ones he taught
Oh
me.
well, Guiding Bolt we know for
You've seen, yes. You can even do that, and actually, you'll do them all in his voice.
Also, you can also get False Life because I've cast False Life.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
When I
Also,
had
also Zatsosa has cast Shield of Faith as
I've
well.
seen a few you guys have. I was just putting the ones that I actually put down on my list to see if anybody
Okay.
remembered seeing them. I knew there's not been any light because I've been getting dark vision, so that one I don't know.
Yeah.
I have seen the Guidance, the Spare. I haven't seen the Toll of the Dead, or the Bane or Blessing, but everything else I think
So
I've
I'm
seen.
gonna pretend like this turn
And
I'm
I'm
going to be.
sorry that I popped all that up like that. It wasn't
Right.
supposed to.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't
Go ahead,
on
Adam.
purpose.
I'm gonna be slightly confused and try to persuade everyone to calm themselves down, knowing that that won't matter. Definitely
Okay.
won't matter.
So you're doing that instead of like dodging.
I mean, I'm definitely doing an action trying to keep people from. If he attacks me, well, it's on, boyo. But I did not do anything aggressive this turn.
Well, there's always next turn.
Well, that 5 persuasion, I think, clearly has demonstrated your pleased falling on deaf ears.
That's what I'm taking.
Well, since you guys are obviously evil, Zigfrek is going to attack you, Duthane, because you're closest. So she leaps forward and tries to bite you, and then claw you. Well, it's going to be that kind of night.
Well, I'm
Sorry,
like,
Ann.
Hey,
her
wait.
heart wasn't in it, Rod.
Wait a minute, Rod. Don't forget, you got to roll a d4.
I don't think it
Sure.
matters.
I know. I'm just teasing.
You could have gotten 2 zeros.
I mean, her hands fall off. They're so poorly put together. Those are
No,
two
no,
ones.
she has not gone yet. She's actually way back here. All right, Oz, what would you like to do?
You don't hurt my friends. You don't hurt my friends. Rawr. I'm gonna rage.
I was about to say, "Rawr, what are you, like a 4th edition gnome?"
Rawr, I'm a monster.
That actually was in one of our games.
Give treasure to adventurers now.
I'm going to spend my inspiration on this.
Which was
Okay.
dumb, personally.
I know, but the little cartoon they came out with was funny.
Right, still dumb.
Okay. Grampy Bone has him marked now. Assuming a 21 hits.
A 21 will in fact hit.
Excellent. We're going to attack him again.
And none of that, that's all just regular damage, right?
Hey,
Uh, It's just regular blood spear damage.
Okay.
20 hit.
A 20 does hit.
For another 12.
We'll take it.
And then I guess I'll stay here for now. But he can have a little red dot.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Oh, okay.
Is it getting counterspelled?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil.
Okay. Because that works against Celestials as
Celestials, aberrations, fiends,
well. I know,
undead,
all
and
sorts
fae.
of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so you're all done?
Yep.
Ismark will... Oh, actually, I guess you get to control Ismark, don't you, Adam?
Yes, I do. Now, give me something to roleplay for Ismark. I need some motivation.
Ismark finds this guy very disturbing.
I guess that's
He thinks that the creation, digging up bodies, is a desecration. So if you guys are going to give him his just reward, he does not mind at all.
So who's he standing next to?
He's right here, next to Zosa
What's this guy over
and-
here?
That's me.
and the abbot.
Oh, and the abbot. I guess
Yeah.
he'll waylay the abbot, I guess.
This is Wraith,
Okay.
by the way, up here.
Yeah,
It's just marking that I've got a concentration.
11's gonna miss.
it will.
21
21 will hit.
for 10 magic damage.
Yeah, that's right. You made his weapon
Oh,
magical,
that's
right?
right. You gave him magic. Okay. All right, Klex. What would Klex like to do?
I'm sorry, Otto. I don't want you to get hurt. I'm gonna create a little orb of water that sucks him up. And then, Zigfrek, you're next.
What does that do?
Apparently he's drowning. I don't want you to get hurt, so I'm gonna waterboard you.
I mean, it's
So
not
I
exactly
have to-
waterboard. It's more like, yeah,
They're not gonna drown. It doesn't last long enough for them to drown.
neither does waterboarding.
So
Technically,
I believe he fails to save and he is restrained. And there's a little orb of water here that I can move around and to suck up other people.
All right, so let's give you like a little orb of water. That about the right size?
Where? I don't see it.
Boop. Or is it
Oh.
larger?
It's a 5 foot radius, so it's actually 10 feet. So it'd be the size of the whole square.
Like
Yep.
so.
Perfect.
Okay. Just like the abbot. All right. Well, Vasilka does not like what you guys are doing, so she's going to climb up on the table. 10. Because they have 5 feet to speed. She can go under this thing, I think. Can't see what her.
The orb?
Yeah.
No.
Thought it said it lifts them up.
No, it says it can hover no more than 10 feet. I didn't. It's not hovering.
Oh, okay. Well, she'll walk through it.
All right. I believe she gets to make a save. I'm assuming her strength. She'll make that strength saving throw though if she's a flesh golem. But if she fails, she's also restrained.
Does it say when you enter it?
Any creature in this sphere's space must make a strength saving throw. On a successful save, the creature is ejected from that space to the nearest unoccupied space of the creature's choice outside the sphere. Huge or larger creatures succeed the saving throw automatically. Large or smaller creatures can choose to fail it. I don't know why you would choose to fail the save. On a failed save, a creature is restrained by the sphere and engulfed in water. At the end of each turn, the restrained target can repeat the saving throw. And I can hold up to 4 creatures, or 4 medium creatures.
All right. Well, on a 20, I think she's going to just go through it, won't she?
Yes. So I take it. She has advantage on the save.
Yeah.
Or just advantage on against magical effects.
One or the other of those things is correct.
Okay.
All right. So can he try to get out of this at the end of his turn?
Yes.
All right. So he is absolutely terrified and wants out.
Well, he's a dog. He doesn't like bath time.
Looks like the abbot is up again, and you know what? I know what you did, so I'm going to attack the goblin because the abbot is smart. So how does a 19 look? I think that's 2 hits, only 1 hit for you, right? 8 bludgeoning and 18 radiant. Do you resist all of that? Or just the bludgeoning you resist? You there, Justin?
He's probably muted.
I had myself muted. Sorry.
I wasn't sure if he was muted or if I had disconnected.
No,
I think you're probably taking what, 4 bludgeoning and 18 radiant?
Yeah,
If I
and
have to
I
get-
apparently still had 6 temporary hit points from something. So we'll
From
get
today? You guys haven't fought today. I don't know that you had those.
that. I guess. Yeah, I guess they would go away at a long rest, right?
Yeah, temporary hit points go away when you take a long rest.
All right, that's fine.
or if they have a duration, they go away at their duration,
They can do that as well, yeah.
like Force Life.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Wraith, what would you like to do?
Hmm. Um. I don't want to get close to this guy. I'm gonna back over here by the well. Pull out my bow, I suppose, and aim carefully and shoot at him. So let's see. I think that's about all I can do.
So I'm sorry, Dan. You were shooting at who? The abbot?
Yes, the abbot. 9's gonna be a miss, of course.
It absolutely will.
I'm gonna do this one with advantage, the second shot. So I'll get rid of that. 14. I'm sure does no better.
It doesn't. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to do a thing.
I don't like it when Rod forgets to do things.
Oh, it'll be
I
fine.
don't like it when Rod does things.
It's like you guys don't want me to take a turn or anything. Was Wraith all done?
Well, I want to play a game where we can just do nothing but tell stories.
Yeah, for right
You
now,
want-
Ray.
Yeah, you did say a while ago you were interested in playing Amber.
Yeah, I was like, man, Amber is.
That's
good for
Amber.
you.
So yeah,
Very
Wraith.
little conflict. It's just tell a story.
Wraith is currently
Uh-huh.
down. There's nothing else he can do at the moment.
All right. Duthane, what would you like to do?
Guys,
She
guys,
attacked you,
ow!
this ugly creature.
There's an ugly creature? What?
I think Zigfrek's unattractive.
She can't help the way that she was born.
I didn't say she could, but objectively, she ain't pretty.
I don't know. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I haven't met one of them yet, so I can't collect their eyes.
I must assume. Yeah, there we go. Turning on the blender.
Are you targeting what's her face in it?
Are you excluding
Is there
the
anyone
Mongol
that you're
folk?
leaving? Yeah, are the mongrel folk exempted from this or no?
No, because if they don't learn their lesson, they'll go away. If they learn their lesson, they'll go away from me.
Okay,
Except that they can't because it's difficult to bring.
they can get away if they want.
And they'll do
All
12.
right, so she starts her turn. This is a wisdom save. A 3 minus 1d4 is a fail, so she'll take the minus 12.
Is this radiant damage?
It's
Yes.
the only choice I have. Unless I
Okay.
was a certain other alignment, then it would be no.
Okay. Can you put the aura on so I can see it?
It's on.
It is.
Hold on.
I'll set it
I-
now. Now you can
Okay.
see it.
Yeah, I can see it now. Thank you.
Okay, because I was like, it's on. I don't know why you
It is.
can't see it, but it's on.
There's a tab that you have to click on your thing to actually allow other people to see it.
Which the GM has to do, and I did just now. All right, so she does probably not understand that this is your fault.
I mean, she can see the cherubs like running around
Yeah.
him and,
Hey,
and
by the way,
causing
those things are
damage.
starting to look like they're decaying. Just so you're aware, Duthane.
No, I expect horrible things to happen in this horrible place.
Yeah, every time you see them, they look a little bit more decayed.
I have a
She will
sneaking
bite-
suspicion that there is an actual consequence to like you doing this too often to them.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's something that.
All will be well.
Yeah.
All will be well.
Did you fail a concentration check there? Or did you have advantage?
Holy crap. I did not expect that.
Well, I did
She
roll
definitely
apparently
is not
a
going to
one.
learn her lesson now.
You didn't use your inspiration you had?
No, I just have
All
advantage
right.
turned on all the time, so I can't go back and say I did do it.
That's fair.
Not that I think I'm going to fail a freaking DC 10 with a +8.
Well,
It happens
Now,
occasionally.
it was reasonable to assume you'd make it.
on my weak spot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go to bed. All right, Oz.
Considering there's a
Look, I didn't
95,
expect she was actually going to do anything.
there's a
I just figured
95%
not
chance
smart.
I'm going to be okay.
All right.
All right, Oz, what you gonna
Oz.
do?
Well, this Abbott is a pretty mean guy, so we're gonna do something about him.
Okay. So you're throwing your spear from adjacent to him?
No, it's just that's the one of the options in here is range.
I was joking.
And
He'll take the
yeah.
14 damage.
And then we will do that again. 19 hit.
It does.
You're awfully consistent.
Well, I mean, what do you want from me?
20 for 14, 19 for 14. He is.
Yeah.
I didn't say that was bad. I just said you're awfully.
I'm going to disengage, and I think I'm gonna go over to here.
All right, Michael John, your 18 will hit.
Are you enacting terror?
No, that's an action.
Is it?
Yes.
To use the mace?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's arguably pretty bad, but I just
Is it everyone? I haven't really read the
no.
thing.
I can choose, and I have to make a wisdom save
I haven't really looked at that.
because it's pretty bad.
Oh, it's charges, yeah. Wave of terror. Oh, yeah, but that's a low save for him.
Right. It would be to have the other people run away.
Yeah. All right, Ismark. What would Ismark like to do, Adam?
This insane Abbott.
He's not insane.
Yes.
Hit twice for 11.
Okay, he may not think he's insane, but he's insane.
He knows he's not insane. He knows his
Denial is
perfect
the first step of being insane.
flex. Are
As
you saying in Egypt, a river in Egypt?
Yes.
I mean, you can't really consider yourself insane if you already know it.
He needs a dot from Grampy Bond, by the way.
Yeah, I'll remember.
Fair enough.
All right,
that's
Klex, what you want to do?
So that watery sphere that I created.
Uh-huh.
Oops.
Did you want to just move it, maybe?
Well, I don't have control of that one. That's why.
Where do you want it to go?
Here.
There?
Yeah.
Vasilka?
Yeah. It also brings auto. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Because since Duthane is in the doorway, I don't want to like accidentally suck him up by it. And then I guess
Does that, like, eject her out of the doorway or something?
It ejects
No.
her to an empty space.
no. She makes another save, I believe.
Well, yes, but she made the save, and your spell says that if they make the save, they are.
Ejected in an unoccupied space of their choice.
Well,
So,
I'll throw her out to there. I think it says that they land prone.
Uh,
the creature's choice outside of the sphere.
lands pro within 5 feet of it, so it has to be a space within 5 feet of her.
There is no space within 5 feet.
There is in the
Oh.
back.
Of the sphere, of 5 feet of the sphere.
Ugh, that's stupid.
So it does a little tussle and pushes her out the back.
That's annoying.
I'm okay with this. And then I guess I will. Nope. Turn into this guy, which is awfully tiny for what he is, and
These are 10-foot squares, I think. So.
yeah, but dire wolves are large. Or nope, that's the wrong one. That's why. This one, and I will move to here. I think, yeah, I'll move to there. If and this guy here. How do I delete this guy?
I think the
Were you
DM
trying
has
to
to.
delete?
Little one.
The little one, and I guess move him, and then I am done.
All right. So let's add you there. And I am so glad you moved over to where you moved, because this guy climbs up out of the well. Actually, you know what? I think the bird looks much more interesting.
No, where's he?
Yeah, do you remember one of you almost looked down the well? You totally would have gotten attacked for it. Would have been great. So yeah, this one spider climbs up out of the well and over the edge. Definitely looks not right.
But he's still probably another of the Mongol folk.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a Mongol folk. So
Oh, is that what they're called?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think a 17 will hit you.
Yeah.
For 4?
I will get hit for the
Ooh,
17.
and concentration.
Oh, yes.
And he should have been behind Basilka.
Let's see. Concentration. Oh,
Hey, good news.
Bane's gone. And I
Good
take.
news, everybody.
Give me. There we go. And it took what, 4 points?
Yeah, only 4.
All right.
And Otto is going to get out now. Now that your Bane is gone, he will escape. Holy crap, he did. I didn't expect him to. The Abbot has a really, really high fly speed. And it is time to use that.
You need to fly up.
Yep. Oops. Let me bring them all the way back. Because I'm flying here. So he will fly there. Technically, I believe that's going to give 2 of you op attacks. Open this door.
So Ismark gets the top attack, I assume, right?
Yeah, he can take one. A 16 is going to miss.
There, I mean, even with the plus
24?
9,
Yeah, that'll hit them.
continue to roll below a 10.
So,
He
8.
flew 55 to there. And he is he has opened the door. He has telepathy, so you guys don't know what he's doing. You know what? No need to stay out here. I had already gone 55, so that's what.
So each one of these like complete squares is 10 foot, right? Each like quadrant is 5.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
And those guys, now that he's telling them what to do, will go at the end of the round. All right, Wraith, what you want to do?
You're going to take an attack of opportunity as I run away from you?
Oh, I will. I absolutely will.
Grapple him.
I like to attacks of opportunity.
I will spend a key point.
Are you
And...
dodging first?
No. You can take the attack.
I miss.
No, but I spent the key point to allow me to run.
Oh, okay.
And in the process of running, I'm going to drop and pull.
Since you see that thing there, I'll go ahead and roll it.
All right. So swing one time. So that'll be this one.
That's a miss.
Of course it is. Second time.
That one will hit.
And you'll take 6 points and give me a. What did I say? What kind of save was that?
Man, that
Are
roll
you
sucks.
trying to stun him?
I sure am.
All right. So this is going to be a con save, I believe.
Yes, it is.
I'm fine.
He almost wasn't fine.
Yeah, it was. He rolled a 13. He's fine.
All right.
Maybe.
That's it for me.
Is your DC
All
a
right.
13?
Move, bonus action, and attack action. I believe that's all that
Yep.
I can actually do at this moment.
All right.
Well,
So
hold
this
on.
guy is no longer surprised back here. Duthane, you're up. While you're
Let's
doing
see.
that, I'm just going to start adding all the reinforcements that will be arriving soon. So what is Duthane going to do?
Apparently rolling Puss Porter.
A new one. That's probably actually a really good idea.
So I don't think it's going to be possible to deal with the abbot and not hurt any of his people.
Anything else for Duthane? Any movement?
I would like to dodge, but yeah.
Alas. I wish there was a good way to group things together.
Can't you?
All right. So let me finish this one room. By the way, there are a lot of these things, and he has telepathy.
It occurs to me
all those-
that fighting this guy out in the open may have been the wrong move.
You think?
Oh,
Compared
instead
to,
of
like-
in that room.
Yes.
All right. So Siegfried will start his turn. He is in your aura, isn't he?
I think so.
He will
It's
take the
only
fist
five.
4 damage.
I thought Siegfried was a she.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. She will take your damage, and the lesson she learned last time was hit you, and the pain goes away. Unfortunately, the pain did not go away. Oz.
I'm sorry. Just don't. Just leave. You know, we don't really want to fight you. We just need to stop that abbot. I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And 15, 20. We need you to stop hurting our friends. And you, why'd you just come out of the well and attack people? I'm gonna hit this guy.
Okay.
We don't want to hurt you, Smacks.
We don't want to hurt these people, but
If we have
Don't
to,
you
we
love it when you
will.
have good intentions and it all just goes straight to hell?
That's Ravenloft, though. It really should be like
You're
that.
right. You're right. It should always be like that. Oh, at 25, yeah, that'll hit. A 28 surprisingly will also hit. Oh, that'll drop him. That gives you some temps.
I will not strike to
You're
kill.
not killing it.
Yep.
He's just gonna drown because he's gonna fall in the well.
He was in the
No,
well.
'cause he did come out. He was over the lip of it. He was standing outside it.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, if he falls back down the well, he's dead.
Oh, and he could have
Oswald
been like,
done?
could be able to
Yeah,
breathe
that's
water.
actually, let me make sure that I don't have any more movement. I don't think I do. But
All right, Zazosa.
yeah, that's my 40.
And you always have Siegfried there. And you also have the golem inside. Surprised you don't want to go deal with that.
There's a keep in mind that there's like a swirling vortex of water that may or may not be good for you.
Well, I'm not gonna try to go through it. I'll just shoot at the golem.
Through the swirling vortex of water.
Sure, you can have disadvantage for that.
It doesn't say.
You're shooting through a swirling vortex. Disadvantage is being generous.
Right,
I'm more than
but-
willing to give you that one, Rod, because I'm
What
actually
should
very
happen is you shoot in and it goes into this whirlpool vortex. Sure, energy is still affected by other energies. At best, you have disadvantage.
Then I'm not sure I want to do that.
Yeah, you probably don't.
I agree with you, Rod. I think it makes perfect sense.
Thank you. it's very rare that I'll be like, hey, yeah, that's not gonna work. But this thing is worse than the air thing.
You've never seen. No one has ever cast a spell.
No, I've never seen someone put this on the table. I don't. I does not like.
Like I've actually like if you have noticed that I've been using a lot of water related spells. I've been trying to be very like jungle thematic.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, that's why like I
I'll
used
be
the
honest.
tidal wave spell earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Because tidal waves exist in swamps.
I said I live on a jungle coast. Why wouldn't I see tidal waves?
I
More
suppose.
importantly, it's just moving water around. All right, so you moved and dashed. It looks like.
Yes.
Okay. Why do you have a? Oh, you're concentrating. Ismark.
I believe there's a person over here that is an ugly wench.
Oh,
And
don't
Ismark,
kill
being
them.
Barovian, thinks these creatures are monsters and should be put down.
No. No.
And
19?
he has put her down.
I'm assuming she's dead, unfortunately.
I don't know. That's up to Adam. What do you think?
I think he would probably like.
I mean, it doesn't matter. She's in your aura.
A 2, she's dead.
Okay. Yep.
Oh
Excellent.
no. She was the smart one. She was the one that was going to lead them to redemption.
All
What
right,
monster are you
Plex,
playing?
what you want to do?
I don't want. I don't actually want. What's his name to? Let's see, how far can you move this? Okay, I can move it 30 feet. So I guess like.
By the way, I love how Gallon.net is like, so you kill a guy because he believes in recycling.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
I mean, that's what happens in real life too.
Now, the thing can hover in the air, so you could probably move it over your allies if you wanted to.
Sure.
Discussion about vegan bacon.
Yeah, well, I
So-
mean, you could turn vegans into bacon.
Technically, yeah.
I don't know that you would want to, but
It
Vegans
might
aren't
taste better
bacon.
than vegan bacon, and probably turkey bacon.
Would you?
All
Do you
right.
really want to move that thing? Because it's kind of blocking the
Vegans
door.
aren't bacon, guys. Bacon comes from pigs.
oh yeah, you need me to move it, don't you, Ty?
What?
Where is it going?
Well, let me see here. I want to see the distance I can be. Let's see. I can be as far as. Oh, okay, yeah. So I can be pretty far before. No, I need to be able to see it.
Yep.
So, are you all? No, I'm in wolf form. I can't talk to what's his name.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I feel like Wraith usually gets himself in trouble quite a bit. So I'm going to move it to this square here. Yep. And then I'm going to move 10, 20,
Move yourself somewhere.
40. I'm going to move myself to here. Can I still see it? Can I still see it? Nope. Okay, so I'm going to move myself to here. All right, and that's my action.
Okay. Ooh, she can finally come out. So, but she's already in your aura. So this is going to be wisdom save. Yeah.
My thoughts on that, Dan, is that she normally makes the save anyways, and since Ismark killed
There'll be a
Ziprak-
space for her to jump through.
Yeah, so there was no point for it to leave it there.
At least you bring it this way, you have a chance of blocking. Other
Yeah,
hollows.
that's my thoughts. That's why I was trying to bring it that away.
So I have both of you here. I don't know which one to swing at. I guess it looks like she's going in a straight line, and swinging at your ally. So 1 and 2. Ugh. Which is probably what she says.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, those are bad rolls. Otto is currently in this and doesn't like it. Adam, I think a 14 is a fail, isn't it?
Against my save?
Yeah.
I think it's
You're
on the
15?
nose, isn't it?
Might be on the nose.
think
It's on the nose. So half.
All right.
2.
That's like the worst roll I've ever think you've made. Huh?
That it was terrible, and he seems to be running away, going down the stairs.
Oh, good.
So Otto was
All
actually
right,
smarter than
now
the
I
other
have
one.
to finish rolling all the mongrel folk because we are at the bottom of the round.
Now, are they?
So,
I don't know if it matters.
so why don't? Hey, it's 9 o'clock. Why don't we take a 5-minute break while I roll some initiative?
Works for me.
Sounds good.
So, ladies and
Joy.
gentlemen, we'll be back in about, say, how long you want? About 9:15.
Sure, 9:15 works for me.
All right, we're back in about. We'll be back in about 9:15 to continue this train wreck that we're currently on. So, don't go too far.
Oh, train wreck. I'm not even sure what a train is.
Yes, but our viewers do. Okay, we're back. We left off with us, I guess, showing how much we appreciated the abbot's hospitality. Right?
And speaking of, you are right next to the abbot.
Yes.
You know what? I think he'll disengage and fly. That was 75, all the way back here. All right, Wraith, you can go.
Woof, woof.
Mm-hmm. Thinking. Now I see him, but I don't see nothing else. And the he's moving a little faster than I can without using a key point.
You see
What I'm going to do is Wraith
that
will...
thing right in front of him, right?
Huh?
You see this?
Yes, but I can't do nothing about that.
Sure you can.
No, not currently. Well, I mean, I
You don't have
guess...
spells that'll reach that far?
I have spells. But, I'm not going to use any right now on that. Wraith will go back outside and pick up his bow.
Okay.
Well, actually, I guess wherever I dropped it, I'm going to say it's right here.
I mean, it was right there.
Well,
you dropped it on the way?
I'm going to say I was saying I dropped it en route, so that because I'm not going to drop it right next to an enemy. But yeah, I'll use my turn to walk back to my bow and pick it up.
All right. And then, as you can see, I have tons of these guys. So they start flooding out of their rooms. Who's going to be next? Oh, my flesh golem is. So, Thane, do you have an idea where you're going to go?
I mean, who's next to me?
Just the girl.
Well, she's down.
Is it my turn? Cause I don't
Oh
think it's
yeah,
my
no,
turn.
Basilka. Yeah, sorry. You said
It's like-
girl, and I forgot that you meant flesh golem.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'm not even up yet. Like I'm at 12.08, and like there's
That's
like 15
because I have
people.
all of these guys, but I figure we can save time.
By getting
I'm
yours ready.
next. And
Yeah.
what's her name is not next to me anymore. She's unconscious.
No,
Flesh golem's still there.
the mongrel folk that was next to you is dead.
Okay.
The Vasilka, she's still there.
I'm gonna dodge and be here with and keep Ismark safe. Dodging
Okay.
seems good.
Need to
I
roll
got some good news
another stat.
for you, Duthane.
And
I think
did you,
after my turn, you won't need to dodge anymore.
did you go ahead and
I'm rolling it.
re-roll
I'm
that damage?
rolling it.
Okay.
There we go.
13.
That is technically better.
I mean, it couldn't get much worse.
Hey.
I mean, there are only two
No,
numbers
I mean,
lower
you're
than my
totally
last
right.
number.
Then it could get worse.
I said it couldn't get much worse.
No, not much, I guess. But it can get worse.
All
It
right.
couldn't get much worse.
So Oz, you're gonna go at some point. So do you want to do that while I continue moving things?
Do what now?
I said you're gonna
go
at
attack
some
him?
point,
Sure.
or do whatever it is you'd like to do.
I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna hit Vasilka because I needs to. That looks like a crit.
I'm afraid it does. So 18.
That probably is also a hit. Man,
It is.
me and this spear really get along good.
Yeah,
gonna say.
apparently.
Then I'm going to
Well,
bonus
it is a
action
+2
disengage.
weapon for you.
You're right. You're right, but I seem to roll mid-20s a lot.
Yeah. All right, Zatzosa, you're gonna go when I'm done moving a whole bunch of things. So if you want to start your attack run, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Sure. I will shoot at what's her face twice.
Okay.
Does a 22 hitter?
Yes.
So 7.
All right, I still have more of these to move because you took your turn very fast.
There's lots of those
I
things,
wish
apparently.
so much that your idea had worked, Dan.
What, that he stunned him and then...
No. Oh, well, that actually would have saved us some time. No, that it was possible to just roll them in a group.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
No.
That they're now all following orders.
Why don't we just take the thing and leave?
Might have to.
That's an option.
Because then we don't have to deal with all of this and you rolling all of this.
Yeah,
and moving
all right,
all of
Klex, why don't you start your attack run while I finish moving some guys? What would
To be
Klex
fair,
like?
it's only humane that we put all the mongrels down after we defeat their master.
You're
No.
probably
They're
right.
people.
No,
They're
we're not gonna
people.
we're not gonna put them down. So I am going to move the sphere to here, which I think is under your control. And I guess I will.
All right, show me where here is.
Square below is us.
Is the square south? Yeah.
Got it.
Because I think I can only move at 30, and it was here before, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So. All right, one more turn, and then I can kind of block this this off. And yeah, I don't think I want to stay there. I'll come to here.
You don't want to stay where?
I don't want to.
Right in that doorway?
No.
All right,
Not
well,
with all those
she
guys.
is going as far away from you as her chain will allow.
Sorry. Should let her free.
All right, what Ismark like to do? And while he's doing it, I'm going to start moving just keep moving people.
I think there's someone next to him that needs to just be knocked unconscious. Hit.
Go for it.
Does a 15 hit?
I don't. Yeah.
So 21 more damage to the flesh golem.
All right, that's it. She loses it. She just begins screaming and swinging wildly.
Ismark's gonna be like, does Grampy Bone have a thing on her?
Yes.
Ismark's gonna be like, you got this, Duthane. I got your back. I'm going over here.
Oh, you're running away? I'll take an op attack.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, 12 is going to miss. All right. Well, we've gotten to her turn, and she is going to take, what is that, half of your 13. And then, because she's, at this point, has lost her crap, she is going to just attack you. Not even trying to move away or anything like that.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. A 16 and a 15, I believe, are both misses.
Correct.
This thing is down here below the zeros. Oh my gosh. So many left.
You know, I gotta say, I think the Ancestral Guardian path is seriously underrated.
To be fair, you did combo it with a creature that gets to run away as a bonus action.
Yes.
That may be why. You have a tactic that works.
Correct. When it was first released many, many moons ago, people couldn't do that.
They'd have to be like 2 levels of rogue or something first.
Correct, and that didn't make a lot of sense.
Well, no, but no. Volos definitely came out before Xanathars. So
That's
and
true.
Golf. So no, this is when this was released. They could have done that as soon as this was released.
Right, like 2 years
Not in
ago.
DDAL, but
Yeah, no,
otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
and because the book,
They'll get rid of, stuff that limits races, but they're still gonna have the PHP plus one.
Yes, they have said the PHV +1 is here to stay for balance reasons.
That makes sense.
until they decide to delete items again because reasons.
I don't really think it does make sense because they're gonna make they're gonna make this or certain things accessible to every single race. Or maybe that's not entirely broken by itself, but
That may be a discussion for another day.
Probably.
probably.
All right, last guy. Ooh, look at that. That was a lot of moving.
Hey, now you have another round of doing that.
Now, there's the abbot. He's going to do some flying. All right, Wraith, what do you want to do? Are you going back in there to get the abbot?
No, because
Go get
standing
the
here at
sword.
the door, I can see that the hallway's full of people. So I'm gonna back up.
Do you see anybody?
From where I was
Oh.
standing, yeah, I can see a line.
Oh,
I
okay.
can see a
That's
line
weird.
right
'Cause
here.
when I tried to do the hey, let's see what you see, it wasn't showing me all
Yeah,
of that.
I'm saying, well, I step in front of the doorway, it shows me
Oh.
the hallway, and then I step
Oh,
back.
as you're moving around, yeah, you do see a bunch of guys. It looks like there's a little horde of people in there.
Alright, so
It's
let's
because
go.
Man, I
right-
wish I could cast lightning bolt right now.
But why? That would be so mean. These people don't deserve that.
So I'll move
You're
back
right.
here, and I will ready my bow to shoot anything that comes through that door. Well, you know what? She's still standing over here, isn't she?
Yeah.
Right, you were the fastest of
Over
all
here.
of us. Go get the sword.
I don't even know where the sword's at, so...
Nice.
That's
It's
the kind of the
behind-
point
or
we think
behind
it's in
there.
the other room.
Yeah, you guys
but
think
who
it...
knows?
You say you think it's in there. So, I mean, I'll go
We don't
check
know.
here in a second if that's what you just told me to do.
I think you might have to do that. All right, so you're shooting at her, Wraith? Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot, get her out of the way, and then I'll go do that. So that's gonna be... You know what? Let's get her out of the way. It's probably not gonna work out too well, but I'll try it anyway. Oh, there we go. So critical hit for... What do we got? 14... 23... 27 points of damage.
But non-magical, right?
My bow's still non-magical? Yeah,
Oh, I don't
I
take it
guess
all.
it is. No, I guess you'll probably take half of it. So I'll fire again.
Yep, I did.
No, my bow isn't magical, is it? No, because we haven't found a bow yet. Alright, so do it again. I'll take it. That is going to...
29 and 14.
Yes.
I am one below I live. In other words, you got the exact number you needed on both of those.
Excellent.
So she drops.
Oh, 2 crits on the crazy girl.
All right, Wraith.
Wraith, that was a move action.
Fine. I'll make another.
I used the bonus action for my kin size shot, so I can't do nothing else. Not until next turn.
All right, I have a whole bunch of things that are going to be moving. And then Duthane will go right after that.
Hey, did you move your full distance? Because you can break up your move in 5th edition.
Well, I moved from here. Oh, let me put myself back. Alright. Moved from here. I went this way. Pick your damn ass up. I went this way. Saw in the hole. Went back this way.
Okay.
To here. So, yeah, I have 5 foot I can move. So, I guess I could take a 5 foot step this direction.
Okay.
And why did... I must have clicked that. I don't have anything that I'm on right now.
It was when you had the bane.
I thought I took that off.
I thought you did too. look, Zadzosa people are coming out.
They attacking me?
No, they have to move and dash because there's so many of them. I'm just letting you know. These things are just, it's going to take forever.
And I can't say a word. I just like, whoop, oh shit, and ran back.
Alright, so that one can get to there. And the rest are going places. Alright, so let's go down to Duthane. What would Duthane like to do? Did we lose you, Adam?
No,
What would you like to do?
there's no one back here, right?
Nope. You could probably go get the sword like Zadzosa keeps yelling at people to do.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna move to there. Double moving.
Alright. After you is going to be Oz. So go ahead, Oz, while I do other things.
Just trying to get into the areas where things might pop up. That way they can start dying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And for this round, we have 16.
Cool.
Alright. Oz, what would you like to do?
So Oz is going to move, dash into the room, jump the table. I think I get advantage on strength athletics checks while I'm raging, don't I?
I
Yeah,
believe you
strength
do.
checks, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna jump the table, and then there's a sun thing. There's a sun on the wall here.
Yeah, I will describe it to you. Let's see, that main hall. Above the fireplace mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun.
All right.
By the way, that thing looks like it's made of gold.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna try and like lift it or move or reach behind it or something.
Okay. It looks like there is two things back there. There's a small niche, which seems to have some sort of potion and technically a broken sword. I've only found half.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to sweep those into my goblin bag and get out of there. Well, and be done.
And you feel less angry.
Yes, I do feel less
Good
angry.
point.
But hey,
All right, Zadzosa.
Well, if we got a broken sword, maybe we can fix it.
So many of them.
Ugh.
So many of them.
Well, there are these two things in front of me.
Did somebody just say so many?
Yes, I said so many of them. I'm looking at the Twitch channel, and so like where Satsotsa is, I can kind of see a sliver of the hallway, and you're just like moving so many of them.
So I will use my action to have them all make me a wisdom save.
Where are you?
Right there.
Oh, you do get a bunch.
Yeah.
How far out is it?
30 feet.
All right, so give me an arrow going out 30 feet towards what you can see.
Oh, only there?
That's it. You gonna wait?
No.
Okay. You don't have a misty step, do you?
I do 2, I believe.
No, you don't have enough levels of Warlock too, do you?
I have
Oh no,
5
you do.
levels of Warlock.
You can always Misty Step in there and then cause terror.
That's definitely dumb.
Is
I'm
it?
not gonna do that.
Why? You can always Misty Step back out in the mall.
And waste a lot of spell slots.
Yeah, these can be
Yeah, you can
smites.
do that after they're all terrified of you.
Yeah, I think you might be. Yeah,
If
it
you
might
don't
be
want to fail, they probably doesn't care about it.
So you're not brave enough to do that. Okay.
I'm not dumb. It's technically the wrong thing to do.
All right. So are you doing that right now?
Yes.
So we're going to assume that this one here is afraid. Because she already was.
Right.
For your
Is it a wisdom save? DC
Yep.
15?
Yep.
All right. And let's see. So that is wisdom.
Mhm.
Oh, it must look like fire.
Hmm.
Because apparently they do not appear to be
I mean, the frightening.
immune to frightening, are they? Oh, no, he is.
Okay.
Oh, good, I feel better. And I think you were what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one guy behind him.
Mhm.
And you cross that charge off, I assume.
Yeah, there's only 3.
Hmm?
There's only 3. This is probably the only time I'm ever going to use it.
No, you might get swarmed and use it. I'm basically just doing a double move pretty much for all of them.
Except for the 2 that are frightened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Klex, what would you like to do?
I would like to move the watery sphere to this spot here. What is this yellow tint on this?
Fear.
Right
That
here.
one's afraid. Show me which
Okay.
spot. Sorry, I was scrolled to the top of the map.
To that spot.
To block that door.
Yeah, if I can, I would like pass through these 2 guys so that they get they have to make saves and be pulled in.
Yeah, that's probably fair. So, okay. Strength. Boop and boop. All right, so you pull them in.
All right, and then I guess I will.
Now, odds are that you probably would have gotten one of the others, but that's fine. All right, Ismark, what would Ismark like to do?
I don't know if there's anything that Dismark can do right now.
Well, there's always something you can do.
I'm assuming Adam might be busy.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I get to go again? Sweet.
Ismark. What's Ismark going?
Ismark gets to go.
Oh, this dude's probably gonna die on his next turn, I assume.
Oh, why would you do that?
He's in my aura.
Fair.
You could pull him out of your the aura.
Ismark doesn't give a crap. It's a
Yeah,
monster.
I don't think he does.
Oh.
I think you correctly interpreted him.
He's gonna move to. Like he's got very, 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 very piss poor actions.
I don't know about piss poor. Maybe, I mean, he's an NPC.
Yeah, you got multi-attack, magic weapon.
He's gonna be there because what's this over here?
Afraid one that was
She's
chained.
on a chain and is routinely doing her best to avoid all of you.
Okay. So he's where he is because it doesn't make any sense to continue to move up only to get smashed in the face.
Okay.
He's not dumb.
And mongrel folk can't really get to anybody.
Man, would a fireball be nice?
Don't
Oh
worry,
yeah,
I'm coming.
fireball.
I'm coming. The holy blender's on its way.
You don't have to murder these people, you know.
Oh no! We're probably about to leave.
No,
We have
technically,
what
I
we
never could see them when I cast the spell. I have no choice.
You could choose not to move towards them.
Oh, I can't do that.
Okay. The person who like chastised me for being evil all the time for like wanton murder.
It's not wanting murder. They're monsters.
They're not monsters.
Okay.
So the abbot, you see, comes from like over here and flies over the wall with his amazing freaking speed.
Sure.
Where were you? Let's put you back where you were. And he sees you. Well, thieves then. That's all he can do. All right, Wraith. Oh, you know what? Yeah, he'll do that other thing. All right, Wraith. You
gotta
go.
move in and close the door, and then he can't fly away.
I didn't close the door.
No, I'm saying we need to move in and close the door so he can't fly away.
There are stairs in there.
No, whatever.
All right, Wraith, what you gonna do?
Step right inside the door here. Because it's as far as I
Okay.
can go with one move. And I guess
Shoot.
I will pelt this guy.
All right, you may shoot
Shooter.
with disadvantage.
Okay.
I think he dodged.
With disadvantage?
Yep.
Oh, shite. Okay.
Seemed like a good idea at the time, Ty.
Alright, so we put disadvantage up. And
That will miss.
mm-hmm.
So will that.
Yep, there was no sense in changing it after I already said I was going to do that. So I fire and realize that, okay, he's dodging, can't hit him. Bonus action. He's not within range for me to hit with a bonus action. So then I will use a key point and I will have myself dodge.
Okay.
No, I can't do that because I used the...
No, good point. Excellent, excellent. So this one that's afraid, it's not even able to run away, is it?
No, but it has to take its turn to make that strength save.
Yeah. Although I think that's... Ooh, an 18 tie should get out, right?
Should.
That ejects him out to there.
No.
Eject him
You
to the
can't
other
move.
side.
He didn't willingly come closer.
No, but you're able to choose where you get pushed out.
Does it say that?
Or no, within 5 feet. So I guess he does go there. But
That's
then he
the-
takes his turn to run away.
Does it say he has to run, or just he's frightened?
Let me look up the Mason Terror.
Please do. I think it just says
Well,
He's frightened.
it is frightened in this way. A creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet.
all right. Then it'll move.
It also
It'll
can't
let
take
itself
reactions or its
let
action. It can
spit
only
out there.
dash action.
The flesh golem is going to try to just walk on through.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Pardon
And
me.
get spit out. Who's that right next to it?
Oh, that's me.
How are you?
I'm okay.
How are you now?
Still fine.
Why? What's your AC?
20.
So 26 should hit you.
Yeah, I know.
No, okay.
I didn't say it missed. I said I'm
No, okay.
not
And
unconscious.
concentration?
Did you gonding yourself, Michael John?
I could.
I did.
Okay, thank you. That was just bothering me.
All right.
Because now I can. Now on my next turn I can go there.
All right, Duthane, what are you gonna do?
That seems
That's
good.
what I figured.
Dodge.
I think I'm gonna move all of them at the end of the round because it just saves a bunch of time. All right, Oz. What would Oz like to do?
Well, Oz is pretty mad at this guy still because like we're not stealing. We need this stuff to beat Strahd. Also, you made all these people into thieves, and I guess stealing body parts and stitching them together is bad, according to Cousin. You should stop. You should just let us go.
Who do you presume to be? To tell me what to
Oz.
do? I know what's best, not you.
I don't think you do.
Disgusting little goblin.
I don't think you do. So I'm gonna come right up to him, and you know, like, so. Here's a question for you, Rod. I know mechanically, like, I take my turn and move up there.
Yeah.
Combat is supposed to be kind of an abstraction of like the fluid of fighting. If I'm approaching this guy, like I'm trying to head towards the door, does it look like he would actively make an attack on me if my guard went down?
You mean if you were to? Do you think he would take an op attack?
Yes.
Does he look like he is actively trying to fight with us?
Yes.
What is your insight? Yes, he definitely does.
All right. In that case, Oz is going to rage again and strike at him.
That's uncalled for.
Is it? This guy is insane. He's mad. He's evil. He's just a bad
I would
dude.
go. All right. Now what?
I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna hit him or try to hit him.
Yeah. Hey, look. Oh. Yeah, the 19 will hit.
All right. Then
Take your-
I'm gonna action surge and do that again. 18,
hit.
17 miss.
No.
Sounds like we found his AC.
And that drops him.
Excellent.
Is he dead?
Can a Celestial go unconscious?
This guy seems pretty mean. He's been converting people into like fleshy monsters, and he won't let the Bellevues leave the abbot for during the daytime. So, yeah, I think Oz is going to take him out.
Excellent. He's dead.
Oh, really?
Yep. With that, all the raised dead has gone away.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine. All will be well.
Well, I figured that we weren't ever going to get the raise that option after we attacked him anyway. So.
You're right.
Probably accurate.
You're absolutely right. All right, Zazosa.
I'm going to attack this thing in front of me twice.
The flesh golem?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
I'll put him.
I'm
third
sorry.
level smite
Carry
on
on.
A third level smite?
Yeah.
Really? Seems a little high to me. All right, so that's going to be 29, 30, 46.
Oh, I guess I'm putting a second one on, or another one on that second one.
So do you have 2 third level spell slots?
Yeah, I'm a warlock.
Not anymore. Oh, okay. So they're both spent.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I assume you're done.
So I did 30.
These guys are no longer afraid, right?
46, 61.
You did a lot.
I did a bunch.
He's probably about to lose his crap.
Has he already?
Technically, it happens at the start of his turn.
Oh.
I just wanted you guys to have an idea of where Vasilka was at. All right. I've already moved mongrel folk that can move. Oops. Klex just clicked past you. What are you gonna do, Plex?
Alrighty. I guess. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of things in there.
What? There's not that many.
Alright, I'm going to attack that guy there.
The flesh golem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Hey, at least you were able to confirm that he had made more than one.
Yeah, so this is justified. We were doing the right thing.
Oh no, 13's gonna miss.
Wait, I have pack
Right,
attack.
you don't have pack attack.
Yeah.
Oh no, a 13 hits.
Yeah, the golem, I was like, I'm pretty sure that hits.
Is that magical damage?
It is. So I guess he will take the. What should I take the first damage packet or the second damage packet?
I took the first one.
Yeah, because
Okay.
13 did hit, so the 13
Okay,
damage did
I
count.
fall down,
And
and then you want to just check for crit.
well, I rolled a 15 for the second damage
Yeah,
packet.
but you have advantage because he's prone.
You only have
so-
one attack.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That's enough.
Okay.
As you savage him into pieces. You did a lot of damage with your crit. Your crit smite.
Yeah. I expected I did like
A lot. What is Mark like to do?
about 80% of the hit points.
Bismarck moved and got his crossbow out, and I guess he shoots one.
I think it's time to leave.
So it's a 14 hit.
Let me go read the watery sphere.
Well,
If he can't shoot the watery sphere, shoot the one that's chained up.
Really? She does appear to be a non-combatant.
Maybe not then.
Is that what it's called? Watery sphere? Why did I
Yep.
not find it? Searched.
Oh, I can
Oh, because it's not in SRD, is it?
there. Here, I reposted it in the chat.
I'm reading. I mean, I guess that sort of weapon normally would not have disadvantage underwater anyway.
yeah, but he actually hit with a 14 with disadvantage.
Yeah, 14 is a hit. But only 2 damage. So that guy took it. That's what I will do. I will treat it as if it were underwater combat. That's the closest thing I can figure.
Makes sense.
Well, every now and then I find a nut. Being a blind squirrel and all. All right. So I did not. I moved them. Yeah, I did. I moved everybody. All right, Wraith, what you want to do?
Step back out in the opening here, and I remember distinctly hearing the abbot scream, "Shut up," or something like that.
Now, you heard him screaming in here.
Yeah, and he screamed what to Otto? It was like, "Be quiet," or it was like, "Shut up," or something like that, wasn't it? Or "Stop."
Oh, silence or something like that. Yeah. I think I know what you're trying to do, but go for it.
And I also heard him say, "Go outside."
Yeah.
So I
So
will
you're gonna
scream silence as loud
performance.
as loud as you want performance.
Would it not
You
be
can give you
Or
advantage on it.
deception.
Would it not be a deception?
Yeah, deception's better.
All right, I will roll a deception.
I think you get advantage on that because of
Yep.
a
18.
racial feature.
An 18. Okay. Well, it looks like probably some of the ones over here are probably turning around from behind the watery sphere and going back to their cells.
All right, and that will be my turn. Just nothing else I can actually do. So
Yep.
My damage this
Sorry,
round rolled is
Eugene.
18, by the way.
What?
18 is the damage this round.
That's a lot. All right, now what?
Let's do Thane's turn.
It's my turn again. I just went.
Sure.
Well,
son.
because I am moving all of them at once because
Okay.
it just saves all the time.
I can't get any closer. So,
You can't. I mean, you could always
Technically-
basically say, you know, what Zazosa is of, hey, now we leave.
Technically, you can by stepping around the corner and moving your aura a little further up if you wanted to.
would argue that it
this-
doesn't work that way.
Your aura doesn't go around walls.
I
Now,
would assume not.
Okay, I
Well,
didn't
this
know.
isn't where they're in corners, which Spear
It
Guardian-
emanates from me and goes outward 15. So
Okay.
Yep.
So the wall, it wouldn't go through the walls outward behind you.
I
Copy.
don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't think that's fair or appropriate.
Probably
or
not.
reasonable. So I interpret it this way.
Someone
Like
in
I'm
that-
gonna hold the line and keep them from coming out the like apparently this is the only way they can come out.
I'll point at the door. Because I do know that Oz got, Oz got whatever he was after in there, right?
yep. I think you saw it. Whoops, just.
I dodge,
just
Rod.
ran.
I dodge.
What would you like to do, Oz?
Otto, the bad man's dead. You don't have to listen to what he says anymore. You can go out during the day. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. I'm
You
sure
just-
that there are no
You just killed Otto, but that's cool.
You can kill Otto.
Ow.
No, but
You
like
ran
the
away.
people that, if the townsfolk or anything like Ismark, they're just gonna murder everyone in this abbey.
Well,
Well, I'm sure we'll see how that works out.
so I'm gonna get up to here. I guess I'm gonna take an action to dash. I got the
Okay.
stuff that was behind the sun. Actually, before I move anywhere, did the fallen abbot look like he had any gear, equipment, or anything on him?
No.
Okay, then yes, this is what I'm doing.
Okay. Anything
We
else?
should get out of here. Oh, there's people outside.
There
Oh,
sure
there-
are,
there's-
and now I have to figure out who's already moved. Since some of them technically may have moved before you. Well, no one else is going to come out yet. I'll just leave them there. There aren't going to be any of them that would be in range for you to attack anyway. And I can move them pretty much all at once. All right, Zadzosa.
Should leave. Oh goodness.
That'll be like the end of the round. Or technically, I mean, it's all going on, but
Yeah, I'm prepared to leave.
There's a lot of dudes coming.
Yeah, I'll get on the direwolf because the direwolf moves faster than I do.
I don't think he's going to let you ride him.
Do you slap his ass?
No. Well, see, he
probably
either
okay with
does
that.
or he doesn't.
All right, so you try to mount the dire wolf. Ty?
There's a very low, menacing growl coming from me.
I'm sure I'll be okay.
I don't know. He doesn't have to let you. Do you let him?
I'll tolerate it for the moment. Because
Ooh,
we do need to,
excellent.
because we need to get out of here.
leave. I mean, yeah. It's... Also, I look pretty cool because I'm on a direwolf.
All right, Klex, what do you want to do? I guess
Um,
technically you're now his mount, and you don't get your own regular turn, do you?
That's not true. Intelligent
I think
mounts
that's
get
how
their
that
own
works.
initiative.
What?
It's not true. Intelligent mounts have their own initiative.
I know. I was being a smartass to give Ty, so Ty would be like, "Oh, I buck him off." All right, so what you want to do?
I'm gonna move over to here.
That's all.
I will, I guess, bark at
But are they? Yeah, they're there by the time
At,
he moves, right?
at Oz.
Yeah.
Can I pick him up?
No, because you already have somebody else that you're carrying.
Right,
Oh,
but
you
one is
can't-
two
you couldn't,
categories-
like, you can't have-
One is two size categories smaller.
think I'm gonna
I wouldn't
stick
worry
with
about it, Ty. I think I'm as fast as you are.
I have a speed of 50.
All right, you are slightly faster, but are you encumbered right now?
I'm a strength of 17. So how much do you weigh? Zatsosa?
He's
So it
wearing
sounds
plate.
like you dash off and Zadzosa fell.
I weigh 160 pounds or kilos.
And what kind of armor are you wearing?
That's all included. I'm wearing plate mail, which weighs 65.
So
you looked at the
you're
all the weight and added your own character's weight to it. All right. That doesn't include your character's weight, though.
Oh, then
Right? So what is a snake person? You're carrying 160, and then you're a person.
So what is
So
the
did you just take off and he fell off?
Well, what's the carrying capacity of a dire wolf? Like, how do you calculate? Is it just like 10 times the?
strength. It's your strength, and then you multiply by 2 because you're large.
So it's 170. So it is
340.
340?
340 is the total amount that I can carry.
I don't weigh 240 pounds.
No, you don't. You're a snake person. You're probably pretty slender.
All right, so yeah, he can stay on.
All right.
So let's see. I was here, I think, right? I can't. Where was I? I was.
You were like right about here.
I was here? Okay, so 5, 10, no, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Besides, Oz
And-
wouldn't abandon the rest of the tribe that's still back there. He
Yeah,
has
I'll
to wait
go
for
to
them
here.
to get out.
So I guess I will go to there.
All right.
Eh.
So that's going to provoke.
No,
thought you said
because I can
the
bonus
other-
action to ignore up
To
attacks.
disengage.
Yeah. So I will wait there for the others to
But
show up.
you're not a true mount. So Zatzosa, I'll miss you.
Okay.
All right. Ismark is up.
Dutain, I think they're attempting to escape. Or we're attempting to escape.
Fly, you fools.
He gets the gear and goes, Dutain, apparently there's more this way. You should probably
It's a
come
A
this
lot
way.
more this way.
They're a lot both directions.
Yeah, but one's
here.
blocked.
And one went around the back. Once they saw how clogged the hallway was, I was like, oh, this is going to take forever.
Well, actually,
All right, so Ismark moved and dashed.
That seemed appropriate.
Yep, it definitely did.
Man, I bet Medwin would just love to drop a fireball right now.
It's
Too bad he's not in this game.
I mean, he could do that.
Yep.
possibly. But
All right.
probably a cone of cold.
Great.
How much does Oz weigh?
I
I think a total of 60 pounds with all his gear.
weigh 70 pounds, and then my gear is another 82.
Okay, so how do you guys determine what you can carry strength-wise?
It's
That's
10
strength
times your
times
strength.
The discussion that we just had 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch the math behind all that.
yeah.
So it's just 10 times your strength score?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
reason why it's double for the
Size,
direwolf,
yes, for size
it's
category.
because it's either size
However,
or
there's
quadruped.
he's not an object. So it's not going to be I grab him because he's willing and just give him free speed.
I was
Yeah,
just,
it doesn't work
I was
that
just
way.
going to pick him up and carry
I
him
get
with
that
me.
a lot of GMs do that. I don't think that's balanced, and there's no rule for it. So I typically don't.
All right.
If he's unconscious, it's different.
Let's see. Action, move action. I won't use a point for that. I'll sit right here, turn, aim, wait for the rest of them to come up.
All right.
And you said I couldn't like grab him and drag him along with me, so
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, he's not an object. All right, Duthane. You guys have kicked over the anthill.
No, we definitely fell into the anthill, and we're trying
You
to pull
summoned
it.
your sword, your mace of terror.
Right.
with the intentions clear.
Yeah.
All right, what would you Thane like to do?
I double move to there.
Oh, actually, I probably should have actually seen which ones here could move. I just kept got into the, oh yeah, we'll skip over all of them and go at the end. But at this point, I probably need to not do that, don't I? So
Have fun.
yeah, right. You heard me kind of like ugh. Ooh, a 15. This guy should get out of your sphere. These guys though, they all are gonna go back in their cells. So I am going to, as I come across them, move them out of the initiative at this point.
You're free. You don't have to listen to anybody anymore.
How much damage are you doing right now, Adam?
Was that?
18.
I don't think he re-rolled the.
No, it's a new turn. I haven't rolled it yet. That's correct.
But this was before, so this guy would get his 18.
18 was before I went. 12 after I go.
This guy technically, oh, actually, he should have gone before you got there and given chase.
Dang, they're fast.
They're moving and dashing because
Oh,
that's
okay.
all they got.
Then-
They don't have any ranged attack to speak of, so
Okie dokie.
yeah.
And I forgot I was a little further in before I ran out, so.
We can throw rocks. Rocks do a lot of damage.
You're funny.
They could be like an old woman wizard sorceress I played Saturday who carried a bag full of big steel balls. She just dropped on the deck and used catapult on them.
I think I'm almost there.
So all of those can't be moving. Some of them have to move through my order, right?
Yes, but these are all the ones that are down at the bottom that would have gone before you got out here.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said, oh crap, I need to start going in order now.
I got you.
Now you have arrived here, and you're going to screw everybody else.
Game state is corrected now.
Yes. That's why I realized that, and I was like, ah, crap. That's a pain in the neck. I was enjoying just doing the, oh yeah, I'll move them all at once. And then you moved out there.
Well, you told us we were retreating, so I retreated.
Yeah, no, it was more of an observation than a complaint. Or ugh, this is just terrible. On the other hand, at least they're all grouping up for you. These ones, I don't think hurt you from where you are. All those other ones, I'm taking out of the initiative.
Oh, those ones are all right there, right next to me. These ones are all.
There are a bunch that are.
They're all at least within 30 feet.
Yeah, your thing. You can probably. All right, Oz, you're up. Send a whole bunch of them fleeing with a single charge.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
they don't take reactions when they're frightened from the base attack.
Right. So between your thing and his zone,
Get 'em.
I'll be honest. Between your thing and his zone, I don't see any problem with you guys getting out of here.
Because at this point, it's just.
Yeah. If you guys are not staying to kill them, and are basically just gonna, leave, I think we're probably good to.
Well, the only reason to stay and kill him would be to loot the abbey, but we're not looting the abbey.
That's not the plan.
At least I'm against looting the abbey.
That would
Well,
probably
it depends, Zadzosa. They are going to be a menace on the village without their oppressor.
Well, once things calm down, we can try to come back and talk to them.
We don't have time, like you said earlier.
Well, I mean, a couple of hours. Once we're gone, they'll probably get bored. And
You
if they're
killed their
anything,
master. Who knows what they're gonna think?
and if they're anything like Otto, I have a sneaking suspicion that they'll be relatively calm and friendly, if not forgetful. They might not even remember who we are.
That's true. They are kind of dumb. But man, was that just a bunch of.
But man,
There's a lot of mongrel folk here.
there's some tidal waves that I could do that would like get so many guys.
obliterate things. Yeah, absolutely.
Being good sucks, doesn't it?
I've taken out all the ones that have gone back to their rooms, so the initiative count should be a little shorter. Are you guys just running at this point?
I think so.
All right. I don't know then that we need to continue this if you're just leaving. I don't see any way for them to stop you guys.
Other than it's just, let's take up time.
Between he's going to dodge. They're not going to hit him. And you're going to make some terror to scatter a bunch.
Right, this is the only time that's, I think, ever going to be useful.
Yeah, you have found the situation where it is super duper useful. So, unless you guys say, no, I am prepared to call that.
I'm fine with calling that. Like, I think the hope, like, we left with minimal, like, bystander casualties, so I'm okay
I'm
with
pretty
it.
sure we're gonna leave the world worse than we showed up, but this is Barovia, so screw them.
Well, 100%. I did say that the unintended consequences of killing the abbot does like these people need someone to lead them and like keep them in line.
So, as you're all fleeing, though, through here, they none of them exit. They all just kind of, stand there shouting at you.
Oh, absolutely. I knew that that they're not going to count the abbot gave them an order earlier.
Yeah, they all have shock collars on.
I mean, I don't know about that, but I mean, you might not be wrong.
The metaphorical shot.
I mean, we could always just, tell the people down in the town that, hey, these poor guys they just need somebody to watch over them.
You shouldn't tell them about anything up there. You should just cross your fingers and hope that they never meet.
If we tell the townsfolk, they're going to have the same response that Ismark has, which is, oh, these are monsters and they all need to be destroyed. We might at that point we might as well just kill them ourselves and just spare them the trouble.
We just come back and make Oz their leader, and we have an army to go against Strahd.
I think that's horrible because Strahd will just fireball them all to death and they'll be dead.
Yes, but they'll be using his fireballs on them and not us.
No, I'm not saying we wouldn't be in there too.
That seems kind of awful.
So you guys are basically then kind of rushing down the trail.
Well, once they don't follow us, I don't think we have to rush. It's just like, oh.
Yeah, they don't actually follow you past. Once you start kind of down that switchback trail.
So
yeah,
do we take over their tribe after we're done with Strahd?
Take over? Assimilate, yeah.
Well, okay, maybe take over is the wrong word, but like those people need help.
And
like they need leadership. They need a strong warrior with great ancestral heritage to lead them to glory. And I need somebody to be a good advisor to me as a new chief.
If this is something you really want to do, Oz, we can talk about it after we deal with you know who.
Okay.
Once we deal with Strahd, then well, we can decide whether we want to stay here and help them, I guess.
There's
the lack of desire to do that is very palpable in Klex's voice.
This place is cold. I want to go back to the jungle.
So now what?
What time of day is it? Since we went like
it's pretty late in the day.
Get some sleep and then find out what happens in the morning to the villagers from the attacks by the dog boys.
Well, this isn't Rifts. They
So,
don't.
what are you telling them? Are you telling them anything?
I'm quiet.
Well, I'm hoping that after.
I don't say anything. They wouldn't believe. They wouldn't understand me anyway.
This is true. Now, bear in mind, none of them are seeking you out saying, "Hey, what happened up there?"
Right. So
Yeah.
You guys are strangers. They don't feel the need to talk to you.
If we plan on like spending.
I look around for No, I don't. The guy's dead. I don't need to find an address anymore. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, if we're staying around here anyways to like rest for the night, then let's go back and try to like talk to these mongrel folk once they are calmed down. What do you guys think? Especially if we're gonna stay here anyways, because unless you want to start traveling now and then try to like camp out in the wilderness.
I think that's a pretty bad idea. But I don't know.
Well, there are places you can get to within a few hours of here.
The winery.
Yeah, the winery.
We go to the winery.
Oh.
They like us there.
But-
They'll feed us, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, like, without the abbot there, like, the mongrel folk
Hospitable.
could get themselves into some trouble. And you guys are constantly saying that that we need to do the right thing. Should we really like just run and leave this unresolved?
I mean, what do you want to do to resolve it?
Well, like once they've calmed down and not trying to like kill us, we could talk to them
And
and see if we can like lay down some things for them to understand on how to survive.
and then we leave them alone, right?
Well,
And they
I
do
mean,
whatever they want to, and they make
Yeah,
their own.
I mean,
decisions.
but they seem like good folk, so maybe they'll do the right thing. But I mean, we at least can.
Are we sure about the ones that were chained up, screaming and wailing?
I mean, some of them are crazy, but I mean, the other ones could police their own. I mean, we don't know until we give them a chance.
I think we're in Barovia. It's fucked.
Well, we either do nothing and we feel hypocritic, or I feel like a hypocrite, or we waste time and nothing gets done because they're probably not going to do what we ask them to do anyway. But I'm all about going up there and trying to get them to do something. Although
Pretty sure we're damned if we do and damned if we don't. And we could have just found the dude address, and nothing bad would have happened. The little nutter would stay on his little hill, keeping his little flock in check. But no, couldn't get him address.
I don't know. That
What he
guy
was
was
doing-
pretty bad.
What he was doing was an abomination, and the fact that you can't see it.
No,
Sad.
I don't disagree with you on the fact it's an abomination. But there are how many of them? 100?
We didn't know that when we picked the fight in the first
See?
place.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the path to hell isn't paved with good intentions, my friend. Think
Actually,
before
you know, it's
act.
funny you bring that up
Yeah,
because when
I
you
mean-
say that, Ismark will be like, which is exactly what the abbot had. A lot of good intentions.
Correct.
I have no guilt over that whatsoever.
High five is smart.
It's exactly what.
Low 5 is Mark.
It was down low.
Kind of
down
looking
low.
down like, what do you,
Well, no, because
Now,
like
that said, if
So, I mean, we
I
can have
don't
all the
trust
good
those three.
intentions we have all the good intentions we want, but like,
I mean, I think that nobody's ever shown them right, really, like,
they're
right or wrong.
crazy. They're all, a few drams short of a pint.
but
all
just
of 'em.
because you're
Yeah.
crazy doesn't mean that you're evil. And just because you're crazy doesn't mean you don't deserve to exist.
No, you're right. It's a special kind of evil. Because nutters kill you no matter who you are and don't give a crap about any rules. They just do it because it was fun.
They were super
Hey,
friendly.
you call
They
us
didn't.
nutters all the time. Are you saying that we're gonna like do bad
Okay,
stuff too?
okay.
No.
You guys are not exactly like on their level when it comes to nutters. Perhaps I should create a new word to describe just how nutty those folks might be.
Crazy bitch.
I mean, I don't know what that means, but you guys, very strange for goblins. I like you. You're fine folk. You don't want to eat me or stab me in my sleep. So, bonus. These
I think
dudes,
that's the first time he's actually said something positive about us. I'm like literally turning to Oz and saying this to him.
these guys,
Might be.
these guys probably would eat me in my sleep and forget about in the morning.
No, they would remember when they have to poop. But after that, never again.
I think they just need somebody to teach them right from wrong.
I think the
They're
abbot
not-
was trying, but they weren't exactly able to comprehend from day to day. They appeared to have
I don't think the
the
abbot
intelligence
knew
of a
right from wrong.
goldfish.
I don't know.
I did
think
not
that,
get that. I mean, to be fair, I don't necessarily trust you and your cousin's ethics when it comes to eating things, seeing as there's the children incident and your dog.
You did
Thane,
not know.
I was there.
There's nothing
told
wrong
you,
with eating.
don't eat the.
There's
I told
nothing
you
wrong
not
with
to
eating
eat the
chocolate.
pie. I told you not to eat the pie. What you
Oh.
do?
No,
You
you
ate
were
a second
sleeping.
pie.
But you didn't give us a reason not to eat the pie other than it was being sold by a nice lady in the middle of the night.
Right, it makes no sense.
Why does it
Why
have
would a
to
nice
be?
lady be out in the middle of the night in this horrible, horrible place
We're
where
out in the
everyone
middle
is
of the night all the
afraid?
time.
Yeah,
Literally
but
everyone here, with the exception of Wraith and Ismark, which joined us later, all like live in the dark. It's not
Yeah,
unusual
I
to
live
see
in the
people in the dark.
Underdark. Underdark. There is no light. There is no sun. Like, what is day? It's whatever I make up. If it wasn't for the bell tolling from the Church of Moradin, I wouldn't know what time it was.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah, exactly what he said. When you're in the Underdark, time is time. I had a cousin who was up for 36 hours once. Didn't realize it. He slept for 12.
All right. In that case, what are we going to do? Are we just going to leave things as is and hope for the best, or are we going to do something else?
I'll buy that for a silver.
What are you buying again? I'm selling.
You're killing me, Smalls.
If we're going to leave him alone, I suggest we leave him alone. Perhaps everything will just kind of work out. I mean, if we get Strahd gone, is it really our problem? I mean, I want to do what's good, but I can't figure out what's good here because part of me thinks good is killing all of them so that the villagers don't die. But then the other part of me is going, well, they're not exactly horrible people, evil. So killing them seems slightly wrong too.
Yeah, and the only
But
problem
when the war breaks out, there's going to be more deaths. So then the question becomes, what's the lesser of the two evils here? Because
Dan,
killing
why do
them
you think
might
these
be
people-
slightly evil.
yeah,
Why do
well,
you
the
think they're
problem
gonna go
is
kill
the
people?
villagers
They're-
may be even more evil than they are.
So let's go through scenario one, which is I think the most plausible scenario. Scenario one is your friend Otto, who likes to go out in the middle of the night with a few of his buddies, goes down to the village. They wake up some poor sap in the middle of the night. He comes out with a pitchfork and starts fighting. Next thing you know, Otto and his friends defend themselves, kill the villager. After that, the morning, the whole bloody town is enraged by the fact a villager was killed. They march up the hill, pitchforks, torches, all rabble-rousing like, and next thing you know, it's a gosh darn war because they don't realize how many are actually up here. And then we have half of the villagers dead, probably if not all of the Bellevue's dead, most. And where are we at? A whole lot of souls died for no reason. And that's the best case scenario in my mind. It may not happen tonight. It may not happen tomorrow. But it will happen. Because at some point, Otto is going to be very curious. Otto's going to walk down there all naked and such. And he's going to freak the fuck out of somebody. And then somebody's going to react inappropriately.
I don't think Otto was naked. I mean, he wore clothes while we were there,
I
didn't he?
thought at one point he said he liked to walk out at night naked. I'm pretty sure I heard him say it.
Hold on, I have to write that down.
He never said naked.
I'm gonna have to write that down.
I don't recall ever saying naked.
I'm making it up.
Okay.
Okay.
He's taking liberties. Freak.
He likes to bathe in the moonlight.
Dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
So it sounds like you guys have not decided what are we doing? Are we telling townsfolk? Are we warning them? Are we leaving?
I think whichever
Are
way
we
we
at another
go, my
impasse?
soul will be damned. I'm pretty sure
I
I'm
think
going to
we
have to
need.
pray for some guidance.
I think we wait until morning and try to like communicate with the mongrel folk. And when that goes bad, then I guess we leave because they run us out of town.
Freak,
Why would you
freak
run us
them
out
the
now?
fuck out.
Or run us out of the
The
abbey.
Fook out. Fook.
Freak them the fuck out.
Yeah. It's Fook.
Yes, I wrote it F-U-K.
Yeah, I think it's more like two O's.
Fook. Okay, I'll put 2 O's.
Excuse me.
Okay.
There.
All right. So long rest. The potion you found was a potion of superior healing.
Alright, hold on. Where's my list? There's the list.
That to Wraith.
Come on.
He's the one that needs it.
What are you guys doing with the broken sword you found?
Oh, I mean,
Look at it.
we'll look at it. I guess maybe you know, we can find the other half of it or something.
I don't have detect magic. Do you have detect magic, Duthane?
I mean, I do, and I have it prepared, so I can do a ritual on it.
And does it actually look broken?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
It
very
looks
broken.
like someone almost like took it apart somehow. It is basically just the hilt.
So in the morning rod, I do a divination to Moradin or to one of his servants, and I ask him, please guide me on these Mongols and their current status.
And you said it was superior, right?
Oh, you're casting divination?
Well, it's a ritual, so I ritually cast it.
Ritual? Doesn't look like it's a ritual.
Say that?
It says R on my thing.
Okay. It doesn't show it when it does the description in.
Oh, okay.
All right, so give me your question.
Guidance on how to deal with the Belleviews in.
I think you have to ask a single question.
Yeah, because it says you ask a single question.
Right, how to deal with the Belleviews. How is that not a single question?
Well, you could ask the question in a specific goal, and like how to like.
Yeah, because you ask a single question concerning a specific goal or event or activity to
How to resolve the Bellevue incident
Without anybody, you know,
with the minimal
loss of life.
minimal casualties.
All right. So you find that you're kind of falling asleep while you cast this spell, and you actually have a dream of killing Strahd. What does it say? Phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen? Yeah, vision works as an omen. So you might wake convinced that it's going to hell unless you deal with Strahd.
Seems reasonable. All right, boyos.
So who is it that was looking over the sword?
I was so say it. Wraith looked like he was looking at it to see what broke it or what have you.
Okay, so you can probably scroll down under the magic items, Wraith.
Okay. So I'll put that in. Edit the broken hilt.
And while you're doing that, yeah, that's not gonna work because you're what you are.
Huh? I'm what I am.
Yes, you're not very communicative. But you definitely suspect that this thing is probably magical from the way you're looking at it. Has a platinum hilting guard, and it actually looks at like what was left of the blade, like originally it may have been crystal. You see a little bit of crystal kind of down in the hilt.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's like Star Wars.
Yeah, Yes.
So I'll just start like swinging it around, goofing off with it since it's just broken. It looks pretty.
You
It's
kind
shiny.
of get a little bit of a sigh in your mind.
Huh?
You make like whooshing noise, like zoom, zoom.
No, I just go through my basic sword routine like I would with my katana, but I'm doing it with this because it's shiny. I like it. It's pretty. It's shiny.
So when you say, when you're thinking about how it's pretty and shiny, the sword kind of almost gives you this feeling of happiness.
Hmm?
The sword is talking to you.
Yeah, I know. This is the response I'm giving. I mean, I'm getting this weird feeling. It's like, huh? So let's see.
Do you ever has your character, he's a monk, so he
Yes.
probably spends time meditating,
Yeah,
right?
so I'm going to lay it in my
What is
lap.
that feeling that you normally get when you're meditating?
Boring.
Peaceful.
That's kind of what the sword seems to be conveying, as if you should meditate.
That's what I'm saying. Since I'm getting that weird feelings from it, I will do just that. I will sit cross-legged, lay it in my lap, and start to do some meditation.
Like, are you trying to attune to it or figure out what it does?
I am going to put it this way. My meditation will be to meditate on the sword itself, whether you want to call that attuning to it or...
Well, do you have an open attunement slot?
Yeah, I believe I do. Let me check beyond equipment. Yeah, I only have one item in my attunement slots, and that's the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind.
Okay. Well, I am going to put in some things here into the notes that you guys can all see. Not everything, of course.
Sure.
There you go.
All right, and it's going to be...
You may have to, if you closed it, or if you just shrunk it, you'll have to reopen.
Yeah, I'll have to refresh the damn page, because for some reason it doesn't let me bring it
So
back up.
where is his sword?
It's in my lap.
Right there. Sun Sword. It's below the Mace of Terror.
No, the tree bane is below the Mace of Terror.
I don't think
Really?
you have it displayed for everyone.
It's here. It's right below the Mace of Terror, right above Treebane.
No, that's weird. It didn't.
It's not populated for everyone to view.
And still loading. Yeah, apparently you must have it
No, I just changed it to show to all players, so you should see it now.
It's chaotic. Good weapon.
Which I think, is that what Wraith is?
Actually, neutral good, I think is what I am.
Okay.
The person who's chaotic good, I believe, is Justin.
Right.
I think I am neutral good. I would have to double check that.
Yeah, he doesn't eat his kin as much.
But I don't
Yeah,
think
I'm neutral good.
the sword itself is chaotic good. It doesn't have a prerequisite for the sword as far as what
I thought
your...
someone-
Now, since it doesn't actually show you all the categories of that a Sunblade will do, I will show that magic item to all of you as well.
Right, it's a weapon, requires attunement, it's +2, does an extra d8. It also sheds light, dispels the darkness abilities, including...
Yeah, that it definitely does. The Sunblade's actually pretty good.
If someone's ridiculously stupid.
It is sunlight.
Extra damage to undead with it.
But right, it dispels darkness and anything less than sunlight.
So, it's communicating with emotion with when I...
Yep.
All right. Then I will try to communicate back to it with emotion, with like puzzlement and curiosity.
So, during your meditation, you can figure out exactly what it is that you need to do to work this thing.
Okay. So once I'm done meditating, I'll stand up, face everybody.
Now, here's the question: are you proficient with longswords as a monk?
Longsword is it martial?
Nope.
He has a katana, which I think is functionally a longsword.
I think his Kensai abilities might let him choose a martial weapon as his monk.
It gives him some choice of options, yeah.
Woody said the katana was what?
It was functionally a longsword, I
I
believe.
think it's a reskinned longsword.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
what we said. If he has proficiency in
Well, if
longsword,
you had taken Kensei longsword, then yes, you'd be able to use this.
So let me check my Kensei.
This makes me sad.
There
Why?
it is.
Well,
If you're
because I like
proficient
giving
with
people
short
things that they
swords
can't
or
use.
long swords.
Like frustrating.
I need to check under D&D Beyond because that's where it's at. Kensei is... Yeah, where is it? Kensei weapon, yeah, should be longsword. Because I asked you if I could do the katana as a reskinned weapon.
that was a D8, right? If it has a D8, then it's a longsword.
Yes,
If it has a D6, short sword.
it has
Oh,
D8 and a D10, so...
Yeah, that's a longsword.
Right, it's a
stat.
versatile. It's a versatile weapon.
It is versatile, yes, because long swords are.
But
And
yeah,
if you had someone that did whatchamacallit damage,
try that again.
so let's see. It looks like you put spear and longbow down.
Yeah, but we changed that when you gave me the ability to use a katana instead of a spear. I just didn't change
Did you?
it.
Okay, because that never went into
The Beyond?
well, maybe on Beyond, but I don't have access to see your D&D Beyond. I
Okay,
can
so
only
where
see
did I
what's in
put it?
Roll20,
Oh, here it is, yeah.
right? And
Yeah, I see
here
it. I see it down
you
there.
can see where you had added spear and longbow.
Yeah, but I just didn't change it on there. I mean, that's up to you. I mean, we can keep it that way, but I've been wielding the
Yep,
long
you've been
sword
doing
pretty
it.
much.
So just go ahead and correct this sheet if you would.
Will do. How do I do that? I mean, I know how to do that. It's just
It
gonna take
doesn't
me a
have to
second.
happen right this moment. So following your long rest, now what? You've decided, or you've learned that pretty much everywhere in Barovia is boned based off of your divination. So what all would you like to do?
Well, I think we got what 2 days left.
We should go to the last we should go to the last location that the Taroka reference. Because
We also kind of want to stop by the place where those followers of the dragon are that the Revenant told us about.
So Wraith attuned to the sword, right?
I
If
don't
you
know.
did.
That's up to you guys.
Yes. Well, I mean, I have. It doesn't mean it stays that way.
Okay.
You really want that sword, don't you, Michael John?
I don't care who has it. I've played it, or I've played the mod.
You just want to make sure that it gets used.
Right.
So after Wraith meditates, he is going to turn around and try to get everybody's attention.
What you want?
Oh,
Oh, dude,
that's cool.
that's pretty cool.
Although if it
When did you learn how to do that?
If it hold on, if it makes sunlight,
You
which
don't
the
have
other
to give him any
also
more
does.
dark vision.
That's true. He's the
That's
only one
true.
who has no dark vision. That's funny.
So yeah, the
Yeah.
whole room is
And
like real
Ismark.
bright.
Ismark also doesn't have dark vision. Don't forget about poor old Izzy.
It's true.
And the
Maybe
sword,
he would like that weapon.
the sword will register off of me. Happy that I don't need to use magic to see by. I can see. I can see.
No, I'm gonna
Alright.
say,
Doing all right. All right, so that's all I know of it for right now. So I'll just put. You have a magic weapon. Who has a magic weapon or doesn't have a magic weapon?
Everyone who wants
Is it-
one has one, except
Do
for
things
Smart.
does not. Does it?
right.
Smart does
Right.
not.
I don't do a lot of magic weapon smashing.
The only people who don't have magic weapons, I believe, is myself, which
You don't
is-
need one.
I don't need one, and Duthane, which can give
Oh,
himself one if he really
Sorry,
wanted.
guys. Just unplugged my headset. Hold on.
And
Yeah, but
Ismark.
Duthane usually puts it on Ismark.
Yeah.
Ismark's got one or doesn't have one?
Everyone has a magical weapon.
Technically, he
Uh,
has my class feature magic weapon.
Technically,
Right.
I guess you could give him, if you wanted to, you could lend him your katana, and he would have a magic weapon, and then
That's what I
And
was asking.
and
and
that
then
would-
you could enchant that bow. You could put your class feature onto Wraith's bow.
I thought Rave's bow was already magical.
No, my bow's not. I'm just able to use my Kensai shot to add damage to it.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make it magical, though.
Yeah, that's another option too.
Wait a minute, is that... Never mind, I'll figure that out in a second. So, I guess I can give my... And it is listed, actually, in the D&D Beyond as a longsword, so... Is Mark want to use a +1 longsword?
He wouldn't say no.
What about what?
Is Mark using the
Saying,
+1...
does he want it? Does he want to be taught how to use that katana?
Oh, he already has a longsword.
Yeah, he's willing.
Alright, well, I will go through some martial moves with the katana and show him how it somewhat different than a than a longsword.
Sure.
And I will let him have that. So I will remove that from my equipment, and you can put that in his.
Well, don't change anything. He's still the D8. None of his stats change because it's still a magic weapon.
Well, I mean, I still.
No, just each thing goes up by +1, which I'm in the middle of changing.
I already did that once, Rod.
For his.
Yeah, because he was enchanting Ismark's weapon with his class feature.
Oh, you had already put a +1 in there?
Correct. So you just gave it a +2.
Well, I will fix that immediately.
I'm just
Alright,
pointing out, like, I had already
so-
done it. And you're like, no, you haven't. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
All right,
I don't
so
think I said no, you haven't.
Well, you can always just check the math,
You
make sure
said
it's right.
I thought you said I'm doing it, and I said I already did.
all right. Well,
No, I said I
I'm
already did it.
I'm
it's
removing
past
that from my
tense.
inventory. So
Yep.
Alrighty. So, should we get going? I think we have a long ways to go, and it sounds like from what your beseeching of the gods has told you, Duthane, that the best solution is to defeat Strahd.
Yeah, defeating Strahd probably fixes some problems. I don't know if it does a world reset or what it does.
So where is it you guys are gonna head? Let me move you back to the map of the country.
So what's on our list of things to do?
All sorts.
There is. We know that one of the
The acorns.
Acorns
I
is
think
there.
here.
and the last location of the.
I think we were told about this
Taroka.
place too, Rod.
That I believe is the Revenant stronghold, right?
Right. The people
Yeah.
that like we should go and treat them about attacking Strahd, like the boss.
And then the last Taroka reading location I think is here.
We're supposed to follow the
Along the mountain road.
To its end.
right. I think we should go get the acorn.
I was gonna say let's follow the mountain road, because we can go to these other locations as we trek towards Castle Ravenloft.
Like I'm pretty sure it's a couple days journey to get to the mountain pass. And back, minimal.
Well,
No,
we
probably about a day to get there and back. I mean, it's still a road.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to take a day to get there.
Well, it only took us a day to get from Castle Ravenloft to Kresik.
They have any horses in Kresik?
Right, and it's about the same
not that
distance.
they are willing to give anybody.
No.
how about to buy?
No.
So then why
Horses
say
are
not
incredibly
eat?
valuable. There's really no reason they would ever want to do that,
Plus their
right?
dinner
I
in the
mean, think
wintertime.
about that. Hmm?
Plus their dinner in the wintertime.
I mean, if things get really bad, I suppose that could be true.
All right. Well, I think let's put it to a vote. Who wants to go to Selenka's Pass? And who wants to go to the Acorn? And who wants to go to the stronghold of the Revenants? I think we should finish the Taroka personally.
Excellent.
Am I muted?
No,
No,
I answered you.
Not at all.
You are not muted. I think we should do Selinka's Pass as well. Since it seems like both Wraith and Oz like that option. Any thoughts from the other two?
I was gonna let the three of you guys decide.
Well, we're in agreement, so I'm not sure like what
And
else.
like the three of them are all saying, "Let's go that way."
But
Yeah,
you already outnumber us, so
yeah, but if you have like a compelling argument or something that might change someone's mind or convince us to do something different.
we've played the mode before.
Okay.
Wraith wants to bring up the missing kid thing again. Did we ever find that child that was missing?
We have not.
We're
But in
pretty
fact-
sure she was eaten. Pretty sure.
To which child do you
The
refer?
one from like but
She's
like
an adult
Mad,
child,
I
isn't
think
she?
Mad Mary. I think the
Oh,
crying
right.
woman.
This is from a long time ago. We're pretty sure
That
she
was a
eaten by
long
that.
time ago. No, I can assure you, you have not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I do remember vividly that was the first thing. So I will repeat some conversation that I heard them talk about the kid, and as if throwing that out there as a reminder that they had said they were going to try to find this kid.
Well, we never really explored Velaki, where she could be, nor did we. We never actually saw
All
anything
will be
in
well.
Castlevania. Not Castlevania. Castle Ravenloft.
I mean, you're not far off, to be honest.
Plus, we also had another seed to find, if I remember correctly.
Right, that was at you. At you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's supposedly a third one hidden someplace else, which we don't know where.
It's been lost long ago.
Honestly, it could be, well, I guess anywhere, to be honest.
Well, so I think we're gonna go to the mountain pass, since the other two have abstained, Rod.
Okay,
And I know it's like 10:49 now. If you want to
it
continue,
is.
or do you think
So
this is a
we
good
will
place?
head that direction.
And the mountain pass is way down here, down the Tosalenka Pass.
Zelinka.
Yep.
How many random encounters do we meet along the way?
Believe it or not,
I'm walking on air. Oh, sorry.
you find, where is that? Apart from finding like some, something in the road. Where is I need to go look this up here. I have to open up the PDF. Give me 1 second. I mean, there's at one point you do come across a wolf corpse. It looks like some, it's been killed by some spears and crossbow bolts, but that's probably not a big deal, right?
Don't eat the wolf.
Depends on how long it's been dead.
It's spoiled.
I think he's spoiled.
It's not completely spoiled.
I think he's spoiled.
But it's probably more work than it's worth, cutting out the good parts. So meh. And we're on a time crunch.
I mean, it smells,
Exactly.
so that's probably a good sign. It'd be, tasty.
That's not what I would call it.
I think Flappy Bird might go over and have some of it.
Well, that's right. You got a freaking crow with you, or a
Oh
raven with you.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
he
it's a
absolutely will.
raven.
I totally forgot
I
about
corrected
that.
myself, raven.
But yes, I would be very surprised if the raven didn't go over and have a piece or two.
Yeah, the raven will in fact go over and have a piece or two. Now that you've mentioned it,
Maybe an eyeball.
eyeballs are very good.
I think the eyeballs are probably gone. They're probably the first thing to go. Eyeballs are usually the first to go, so there probably aren't any.
Well, it looks like this thing has escaped. Oh, that's what I need. I need a D100. Had been shot and escaped some hunters.
Well, it's an actual wolf because it's a wolf.
You do see kind of at one point as you're walking, what looks like this walking cane. It's just kind of leaning up against a tree nearby.
No, that's not foreboding.
Is it magical?
Do you detect magic?
I can, and I would like to.
It does not.
Yeah, I'll do something stupid.
No, if it doesn't detect magical, I'll pick it up.
Wraith will go, "Hail and well met,"
Okay.
and wait and
So
listen.
it seems to be a fairly nice walking stick, and capped with iron on the end.
Does my new friend tell me anything by any chance?
I don't know that you really make friends.
No, I mean
The sword.
the sword.
He's referring to
Yeah, I
the
knew what he
sword as
meant.
his friend.
It's got a normal vision out to 60 feet and hearing, and it communicates through emotion. So I didn't know if maybe within 60 feet of me, if it can pick something up, and I don't know.
Nope,
It was just a shot.
it did not.
Nice
It
stick,
just seems to be a
cuz?
walking stick. I'm sure that it will be fine, and you can take it. Would you like to keep a walking stick?
That is a really nice stick. I'm surprised somebody
actually-
left it here.
Actually, yeah, why not? I will take a walking stick.
Okay.
We're gonna be going into the mountains. It might be nice to have.
You guys are
Yeah.
awful. It's great.
And just so you're aware, as you're walking, anytime that the iron on the end hits stone, it sends up little sparks.
Really? There's
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
However, that is all that happens on the way to the bridge. And I think that is a good spot to stop, and we'll pick up with the box text for the bridge and what you see when we
Ooh, are
get
there
there.
trolls living under the bridge?
We'll see next week. As a reminder, 2 weeks from now, we will not be playing. Not because it's the week of Thanksgiving, but because it's Cassie's 10th birthday,
All right.
and she wants me to take her to the Governor's Gun Club and teach her how to shoot. Because
Cool.
that's what Michael,
Okay.
John, and Anna got to do for their 10th birthdays, and she wants the same thing.
That sounds like fun.
It should be. It's
All right.
expensive, Governor's Gun Club, unfortunately, but what are you going to do?
So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be here next week, but the week after
Yes.
that we will not.
Right.
Also, we will be back Friday for continuation of Ronnie's campaign, where I'm guessing most of us, well, it shouldn't be quite as bad as Saturday's game was, because we really gave him a hard time. So check back with us 7 o'clock on Friday for that game. Again, Sunday for our Dungeons with Veterans. Don't forget, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock is the Eastern Time, is the Kickstarter for the for GUI Cube. So give that a look-see. And we'll be back here to see what kind of trouble we get into for stealing an old man's cane leaning against a tree. I'm sure.
We're
Hey,
not
quick
s-
question, Dan. Do you stream anything on Saturdays?
Not currently. Sometimes I'll stream my Watch Dogs when I'm playing it.
All right, so maybe we should talk about something afterwards I'm doing on the 28th in case you're interested in playing and or streaming.
Okay, we can do that. And I'm also working on trying to maybe get some designs together to make shirts for the Roll Hit Die page. So once I get that figured out, I will definitely post that information out there. So other than that, I will end our stream this evening with my typical fond farewell. We are all in this adventure called life together, so please follow the golden rule. Treat the people near you the way you would like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.
Righty.